All right, guys, welcome to the Unfiltered Podcast for the nighttime edition, man. We got 5 lovely ladies at the table tonight. It's going to be an amazing show. Let's get it.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal, most vicious, and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch to the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever.
Yo, baby! Tonight we're joined with 5 beautiful and lovely guests. But before we get into the show, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go live. Join the Discord. You can get topic suggestions and videos to react to, and all the behind-the-scenes footage of the P-stars fighting, throwing cups, the strippers, the OnlyFans girls, all that. Just join the Discord. Also, if you didn't know, June 10th, 50K subscribers. We're going to be taking 10 of y'all from the Discord on the cruise. It's going to be me, Onward, and Eric. If you didn't know, it's the Virgin Cruise. No kids allowed, a lot of girls trips. So, I don't know. I might drink on that. Are you going to drink? Will you drink?
No, I'm not going to drink.
So if I drink, you're not going to drink. That's whack.
Maybe a shot.
Yeah, all right, bet we can do that.
All right, cool, man. Shout out to the chat, man. We see you guys already in here. Real quick, man, special shout out to Dom for the Clips channel. That shit's gonna be clipped soon. Yo, Anwar, what percentage of people that view that channel are not subscribed?
All right, y'all. We have 72% of y'all that aren't subscribed, so I'm gonna need everyone to hit the subscribe button if you haven't.
Yeah, guys, 72%, man. That's a lot, bro. Shout out to you guys, though, the ones that are subscribed.
Facts.
Also, shout out to Dom too, man. He's been working really hard on that, guys. June 10th, 50K subscribers. If we reach that goal, I would take $15,000 on my own money, throw you guys a lit ass party.
Yeah.
One more thing as far as the merch. So we sold out faster than I anticipated. So I placed a new order. It's gonna be here next week. Make sure you DM me about that. Yeah, shout out to the chat, man. We love you guys. Make sure you super chat the ladies any questions you may have. We'll start off the nighttime show, and we'll start with introducing yourself. Start off this way and work our way this way.
Hold on, let's do the sponsors.
Oh, real quick, sponsorship. My bad. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. Shout out to our sponsor, Vacay. They make CBD, CHG, and THC products. All the THC is Delta 8. We got gummies and vapes on the table. If you have any questions, just hit us up in the DMs. We'll be happy to answer them, and we'll be happy to send you some samples as well. Use code Unfiltered for 15% off. And shout out to Ask Dr. Kish. He's a certified family medical physician. He's here to answer all your questions. He's not going to prescribe you no bullshit, so hit him up in the DMs. His links are in the description. And for all viewers of the Unfiltered podcast, he's offering a 50% off discount.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Also, guys, don't forget to become a member. You could become a member. You have to do it on the desktop, though. You have to hit the cash symbol at the bottom, and then you could join up. We have Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan, all that. You get perks and badges. The perks, you get percentages off our merch. You get into secret chats on the Instagram. You get personal chats with us, with our actual phone numbers. You can contact, do business with us. So definitely become a member.
And you also get the emojis of all the people that we've kicked out. So shout out to you guys, man. If you're members, shout out to you guys. All right, cool. So real quick, we're gonna let the ladies introduce themselves. We'll start off with you. Work our way this way.
Can I get your name, agent? What you do for a living?
My name is Kayla. I do plastic surgery consulting, and I am in nursing school full-time.
Shout out to you.
All right. What about you? Go ahead.
My name is Michelle, and I'm currently a bartender.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay.
21. Okay. What about you, Julia?
I'm Julia, 26, and I model. What about you, Julia?
All right, cool.
I'm Julia,
shout out to Julia, man. She's been here before, as you guys can tell. All right. And what about you?
My name is Vashti. I'm 20 years old and I bartend.
Wow. Okay.
Shout out
cool.
to you.
Shout out to you. It's a lot of bartenders.
Wait, you said how old are you?
20.
How are you bartending? Is that
18
that's
in Florida?
legal?
You know what I've
Fuck.
what I've realized is that in Florida they start really young.
Yo, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they recruit you out of high school now.
Yo, that's not. Yo, that's a little scary.
Yeah. Well, what do you bartend for anybody that may want to come check you out?
I bartend at the Marlin Stadium and Recess Sports Lounge. It's World Baseball Classics is starting this week, and baseball season is starting in 2 weeks. So if you want to come, meet me there, and I'll give you some free shots.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Hit your
Shout
girl
out to her.
up.
All right. Make sure you guys check her out, man. Her Instagram link is gonna be in the bio.
Yep.
All right. And what about you? Go ahead.
My name's Kim. I'm 18 and I sell vintage clothing.
All right.
Shout out to you.
Really?
Shout out to you. Stop,
Where?
stop yelling though. All right. She wants to know where. Go ahead.
Depop, and I go to events.
Oh, nice.
You have like a link on your IG or anything?
I do.
Okay, shout out
Do
to
you
you.
sell your own stuff or?
My own stuff?
Yeah.
No,
like-
it's stuff that I find and then I resell.
Oh, nice.
All right, cool. Shout out to the ladies having this hot side conversation over here. Shout out to my boy Horton. What's his last name, bro?
Ojong Tombia.
All right, man.
The
I didn't,
fuck?
I did not want to murder your name, homie. But shout out to you. He just became a member, man. Shout out to you. Welcome to
Thank you
Super
for
Saiyan.
yeah.
Shout out to all the members, man. We see you guys already in here. My first question for the ladies is gonna be kind of an interesting one. Okay. Do you think that great successful men would be successful the same way they are? Like, for instance, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, any successful men that you can think of. Do you think he'd be successful without his wife? Yes or no? We'll start off with you. Go ahead.
I think no.
No?
No.
Okay, cool. What about you?
Like without their wives?
Yes. So, like, any successful man that you can think of, like, do you think he'd be successful by himself, or is he successful because he has a wife?
No, because that was like his hard work.
Okay, because they say behind every successful man is a good woman.
Well,
Right.
Jeff Bezos lost his wife.
Yeah, but he had his wife when he became the richest man in the world. So,
Yeah, but I feel like she didn't like put those ideas into his head
okay.
for like
Okay.
starting Amazon or
Okay,
anything.
cool. So we had a yes for you, right? And a no for you.
Yeah.
Okay, and what about you? Yes or no?
I think it's possible without like a wife, but it's maybe like easier when you have one.
Okay, so that would be a no for you.
I
Yeah,
actually said
kinda.
no though.
So
You
no,
said
no, no.
I
Okay.
swear you said yes.
What about you?
Oh, I
Do you
see.
think that that these men are successful because they have a wife? Yes, or would they be successful without a wife?
They're successful without their wives.
Without their wives. Okay. What about you?
I agree. They don't need their wives.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys all said the same thing.
So you all
correct?
said
Yeah,
like no, you
kinda.
don't need a wife.
Yeah,
Mm.
because they're the ones putting in the hard work.
Yeah, who cares?
Like
if
the
they
wife
have
is
a
just
wife?
there. Like, what does Jeff Bezos' wife know anything about running Amazon?
I mean, like
you
in the
can- in-
support
It
system,
helps.
in
Yeah.
the support system, like of course, you know, if your wife is supporting you and she's there for you
Yeah.
when you don't have anything and you have this great plan to be able to be more, to
Uh-huh.
be able to be successful and to help you have that drive, of course, it's something that's going to motivate you harder.
Mhm.
But at the same time, you know, you as a successful man, you could do that on your own if you're determined and you have that.
All right,
goal
Kayla,
set.
with all that being said, if all of you guys agreed on the same thing, why is it that when these women get divorced to these men, they demand so much money? Because all of you guys agreed that
Mhm.
these men would be successful without their wives, correct?
Mhm.
So why is it that these women are demanding so much money once the divorce is happening? And we'll start off with you. Go ahead.
I feel like they feel entitled to that just because they were his wife and they know he has a lot of money, so she's doesn't feel like it's gonna affect him.
Okay. All right. What about you?
I feel like it's because usually successful men either tell their wives to leave your job, go do whatever, I'll take care of you, I'll do whatever. And the wives just are their wife and they're just chilling at home. I mean, if they have a business, they have a business. If they're doing whatever side job they want to do, they do a side job. But also, you get divorced. I need some of that money because you just left me, and I need some of that money.
Yeah, but you agreed that he worked for it. So why are you entitled to that money?
I'm not saying I'm entitled, but at least you left. Like, let's say, like I got married, and
Like, you do understand that Jeff Bezos' wife became one of the wealthiest women, if not the wealthiest in the world, once she got divorced to him, just by default.
She got half of that bag.
She got half of that.
compensation. Good for her.
So
Did she work
but
while
that's
with him?
well, she was like there with him, but she didn't like do anything that he did. Let's put it like this: she wasn't in. What's that song that Drake said? You wasn't shooting with me in a gym. She wasn't shooting with him in a gym. She was just there when he got out the gym. You know what I mean? And by default, she became the wealthiest woman in the world. And then shout out to her. I think she did give away a lot of it, but still.
Shout out to her.
Yeah. All right. What about you? Why do you think women deserve so much money or ask for so much money once they divorce a guy that gain this success on his own?
I agree with them. Like that, usually people who are rich, so they say that you don't need to work and stuff. And then, for example, if you have kids, so who's gonna provide the same lifestyle for the kids? Like they can't just like live shit life with the mother and good with the dad. So
Okay.
maybe if like kids are involved, so then that's like a one good reason.
All right, cool. Shout out to you. What about you? Go ahead.
I feel like marriage has always been like some type of business as well, because even if the woman is making a lot of money, like I saw that this famous country singer got a divorce, and because of the like not signing a prenup and stuff, they had to like she ended up losing her house to him. Like it goes either way. It's kind of like a
But majority of the time, don't you think it's the other way
no,
around?
yeah, it could be the other way around, but regardless, like you always get half. Marriage has always been a deal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been a deal. Either people get it for papers, they get it half.
Do you
and
think that's
half.
fair?
I mean, it's compensation for the time wasted, because Jeff Bezos' wife got lied to and she got cheated on. Like, it wasn't like they just broke up. You know, she got humiliated. It wasn't anything that ended privately. Everyone knows their business. She's like, and either way, her name, like knowing that she was Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, like she's always gonna have like money.
Oh yeah, she can't get a relationship now. She was just with the richest men in the world. Who's she gonna date?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hypergamy is real. I'm sorry, but
She
yeah.
has repercussions, but Jeff Bezos doesn't. He's probably been fucking a bunch of bitches.
Okay.
Okay, but I mean, he earned that.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
the richest man in the
I
world.
mean, this guy
And
started.
hers.
This guy started Amazon from a garage.
Yeah, they turned a bookstore into a whole wholesaling operation.
That's
So
crazy.
she wasted her time. Well, she didn't waste her time because she got a lot out of it. But at the end of the day, she still lost her man.
Yeah.
I mean, she
could at
didn't
least
have to
keep
leave.
something from him.
Yeah, she
didn't
could have
have to leave.
stayed.
She didn't have to
Yeah,
leave.
she
She
coulda
could have
stayed.
accepted that he was the guy who he is now, the richest man in the world, and accepted his value.
Absolutely. Kayla, what about you? Quick and concise. Why do you think that women demand so much money or expect so much money once they divorce a guy that's gained
I think
all
it
that on
comes
his
out
own?
of spite and greed. Mainly because out of a divorce, you're upset. You know, you want to do the most to the other person to make them feel you. And what's a better way to do it outside of finances and outside of money? It's the thing of a woman being upset that she got cheated on, and then look, now this is the payback. You're gonna give me half of everything, and that he lost a lot, but she gained a lot from that, and that's from greed and not of spite.
Okay. Shout out to the ladies, man. You guys actually really gave some good questions. Real quick, do we have any super chats, man? I want to make sure we get to the chat today.
We got 2.
All right, let's do the super chats real quick.
Kish said, amazing show incoming. Welcome to the new girl. Subscribe, share those videos, and become a member. Ladies, how often are you going to clubs/bars in a month?
Shout out to Dr. Kish, man. Ladies, how often are you guys going to clubs/bars? I think 2 of these girls work at clubs/bars.
Yeah.
All right, but what about you? How often are you going a month?
If I'm going at all, it's like once.
Once a month? All right. What about you?
I usually don't go, but
don't-
if I have to, so maybe like once.
Once. Okay. What about you?
Once, honestly, because of my school schedule, on
Okay.
it, like it's hard for me to even be able to go out. Like
I
it's
get you.
hard. Like if the time comes and I'm able to, then that's great. But if it's gonna cause me sacrificing my schoolwork or cause me sacrificing other things, like there's better things to do.
That is
Okay,
the
shout out
truth.
to
That's
you.
a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to you. All right. Cool. Any other super chats?
Yeah, we got one more from David. He said, ladies, would you baby trap your favorite celebrity?
Okay. Cool.
What is baby trap?
So
What
like,
is-
who's your favorite celebrity in the world?
I don't even know.
Okay.
I used to have Justin Bieber.
Justin
but
Bieber. All right.
After that, I haven't had any.
If Justin Bieber said, Julia, come over.
No, I don't like him anymore.
Okay. Well, at the time,
Yeah.
at the time when you liked him,
Yeah.
if he said, yo, Julia, come over, and you guys end up, sleeping together, you gonna trap him and have a baby with him? Yes or no?
Oh, she thinking about it for real. She's like,
Yeah.
shit. I'm
You
not-
said yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
All right, real quick. Who's your favorite celebrity? Off the top of your head, ladies. Come on, you all have one.
You're Latino. It's probably Bad Bunny.
Nah, honestly, the first guy that came to my head was Travis Scott.
Okay, Travis Scott. You having a baby with him? You trapping him? Yes or no?
No, he's a whore. He's a whore.
So you're not trapping him. Okay, cool. What about you? Who's your favorite?
His name is Metricas.
Matricas. Okay. You trapping him? Yes or no?
No.
No? All right. Who's yours?
Probably like Raul Alejandro.
Okay, you trapping him?
Yeah, he's cute.
Raul Alejandro, yeah.
You trapping that gay ass dude? Yes or no? He's the dude that paints his nails and shit. You trapping him? Yes or no?
Are you jealous?
I'm not jealous.
It's
I just
okay.
I've
It's
I've
okay.
made it very clear on the show that dudes that paint their nails and paint their hair and do all that gay shit, that's some weird ass shit. This is why society's going the way that it is, bro.
Beauty
Men
is
should be
subjective.
Men should be men, women should be women. Period. All right. Would you trap him? Yes or no?
No.
You wouldn't trap him? All right, cool.
No.
What about you? Would you trap who's your favorite?
My favorite artist is 42 Doug, and I wouldn't trap him.
All right. 40,
I wouldn't trap him.
42 Dub.
42 Doug, and
Yo,
it's my favorite
she
rapper.
definitely- Yeah,
Who
she wouldn't
is
trap
he?
that short ass
I
nigga.
wouldn't trap
Never
him.
heard
He's
of
just my
him.
favorite
21.
artist.
Okay.
Like, and I like his music, but I definitely wouldn't trap him. I just like his flow and the way that he, like, his artistic view
Well,
on things.
That's
is-
because he's 4'11. Of course, you're not gonna trap.
Okay.
him.
yeah,
That's
well,
crazy.
that's my favorite artist. So I mean,
Well, shout out to you. And yo, shout out to David, man. That was a great super chat. Shout out to you. Okay, cool. If we don't have any other super chats, I'm gonna get to my next question. Any other super chats?
No, the super. It's just
Okay,
regulars.
cool. So here's what we do, ladies. I want you guys to go around the table, and I want you to tell me: do you think that men are the table, or do you think women are the table? Men or women? And we're talking about in general. Like, you know how you're like, oh, what do you bring to the table? And the girls are like, I am the table. Do you think that men are the table, or do you think that women are the table?
I feel like men are the table.
What about you?
I've never heard that before.
Me
Okay.
either.
So the table, just as an analogy, right? It's what like
What you
Value?
would bring to
Like
that
more
table.
value?
yes,
Yeah.
like
what you would
who
be
who's the
able to-
prize, right?
Yeah.
So
So instead of bringing it to the table, you are the table.
yes, so like you
Oh.
are like everything on this table is like it's basically like a guy. Like I would say this table is a guy. Like we're on this table. This table makes this whole conversation. You know what I mean? So like even our mics are plugged to the table. Like think about everything that this table does. Are women the table or are men the table?
Well,
Like who's the foundation?
I guess foundation would be men. I'll give it to men. Yeah.
Okay, so you're giving it to the men. What about you? Who you giving it to?
I think woman.
You think woman?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Who you giving it to?
I would say men as well.
Men.
be
Okay. What
honest.
about you?
I would say men are the prize.
All right. So you said women. So tell me why women.
I think in general, like women are just more clever and they like in a relationship, like if only two guys are dating. So I think their brains are like, I don't know how to explain it, but like I think women bring more to the
Okay.
table. Like
But-
they keep the man.
But tell me 3 examples of how women bring more to the table.
They give food for the guys. They're gonna die if they don't eat.
Okay, the guy
They're
pays for the
gonna-
food.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead. What else?
And then they keep conversation. They speak
Okay.
about the relationship. You're not gonna have any relationship if you don't speak.
Okay, I don't need that typically. Okay, but go ahead.
No,
what
but
else?
how can you date if you don't?
No, but I'm
discuss-
saying like real valuable things. Like you're talking about like
yeah, but if you're talking
conversations.
about the money, of course, then man.
Okay, what I'm talking about overall, money, protection,
But money is not
stability.
everything.
What?
Yeah. So
you-
what's
you-
the everything
You
else?
can live a good life without money.
You didn't let me finish. Listen, real quick. Who builds the world? Men or women? Who builds the world?
Men.
Who builds the
Men.
world?
Man.
Men.
Speaking to the mic, ladies.
Men.
Okay.
Yeah, pull it closer.
So thank you for speaking into mic. So men build the world. So men are the foundation of everything, right? You ladies just get to enjoy it. Today I went to Chick-fil-A and I usually drive because it's like 5 minutes. But today we walked, right? And there's a building right next to this building that's being constructed. It's all men over there.
I didn't see not one woman.
Not
I really
one woman.
sat there
No,
and looked.
but
I
were
was
we
like,
talking
"Shit, where's the
about
girl at?"
building
Hold on,
houses?
hold on.
I wasn't
Let me
talking
finish.
about
Let me finish.
building-
But just in general, hold
Yeah.
on. So it's all men building this shit, and the way they work, man, it's so in sync. It's beautiful, right? Like you see dudes going up on the elevator, you see dudes on ladders,
Yeah.
you see dudes banging on stuff, and that's kudos to them because I could never do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So kudos to that. Those are real men right there, right? And as we're walking by that place, me and Basil start laughing because we're like, who's gonna live in this luxurious building? It's gonna be beautiful women like yourselves that are gonna be paid by men, right? Like the pools, you see the women at the pools.
Yeah.
You know, you see the women at the spas, you see all that shit at the gym, you see the women, right? Who's working though? The men are, right? And then Basil looks at me and says, these are real men, and none of those girls would date these men. Like you look at these guys, the guys that are making the world, building the world, the skyscrapers, etc., and not one of you women on this table would go look at those guys.
Yeah.
Not one of you, right? And so those are real men. Those are men that are building the world. I think that men are the foundation of every relationship, right? I think society's telling that people that it's women, but it's really men. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
No. Men have to be the foundation of a relationship if they're the ones giving out a relationship. If we're the gatekeepers of a relationship and the woman's the gatekeeper of sex, we have to, by definition, be the foundation. We started off.
Yes, 100%. Okay, ladies, do you all agree with that? I see.
Yeah.
I see some eyes. What's up?
Yeah. The only thing I could think of when you're asking what can women bring to the table is like the only thing I could think of was like kids. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, but you still need a man to bring kids, right?
No, I know, but I'm saying like
Yeah.
that is the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. Shout out to you. You're 18?
20.
20? My bad. Okay. You're 20 and you have a pretty good head on your shoulders. Shout out to you. Okay.
Do me a
Any
favor,
other super
stop
chats?
rocking. Thanks.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
sorry.
like she's nervous, man. The chat's got her nervous. Any super chats?
Yeah, David Jones asks, ladies, do your gay friends have hoe tendencies?
Yes or no? Let's start off with you. Any gay friends?
No.
No? Any tendencies from gay friends?
Yes and yes.
Okay.
Red
Alright,
flag.
Moving on.
Yes and no.
What about you? You have gay friends?
I don't have any.
You?
Is it male gay friends or is it female gay
Let's say
friends?
male guys, gay friends. Just for this one.
I would say no and no.
Okay. Shout out to David for always wanting to know stuff about other gay men.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man.
David.
Do me a favor. I want to pull up the first video, man. We're gonna get to the videos. Before we get to the videos, though, I want to finish off the super chats, but just pull it up in the meantime.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to the chat, man. We see you guys already here for a Friday night, man. We appreciate you guys being with us.
Yeah,
I know
shout out
it's a
to
Friday
y'all.
night.
Make
Hey,
sure y'all like, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, yo. Shout out to Horton for a super chat. With a high value man, would you cut down your social media? I guess
Good
take
question,
down your
Horton.
short-
Good
Yes.
question. Would you?
Yes.
Would you?
Yeah, I don't already use it a lot.
Okay. What about you?
I delete it.
You delete it?
I delete
All
it.
right. Shout out to you. What about you?
Yeah.
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 And you?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. All these ladies on some good stuff today. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Shout out to you guys.
We're
I thought
angels.
we were gonna have some dummies in here today. Okay. Cool. Moving on.
David Jones has a question for the ladies. Have you ever misread a text from a guy?
Oh, David, come on. We've all done that. Have you? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Everybody's done it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Cool. Yeah. Shout out to you, David.
That
Any
shit
other
gets
ones?
Toxic
All right,
too.
Kish has a question for Vashti. Are most people actually paying attention to the game in a Marlins game or just drinking / doing their own thing?
Yeah, they're not paying attention at all.
Yeah.
No one likes baseball except for
Alright.
Eric.
No, I love baseball. Baseball's the
you
best.
watch that shit,
Baseball
though,
is the best
bro?
game in the fucking world.
That is the
Yeah.
most
So
boring game.
baseball
I'd
is-
rather watch chess than
Listen,
watch
man.
that shit.
But chess and baseball are very closely related. So shout out to chess. Okay, cool. You know what? Before we get to the first video, I want to play one game with you guys. Would you say that you're an honest person? Yes or no?
Yes.
Would you say that you're an honest person? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Would you say that you're an honest person? Yes or no?
Super honest.
Super honest.
Yes.
Would you say you're an honest person? Yes or no?
Brutally honest.
Brutally honest.
Okay,
Ooh,
okay,
wow.
I'm ready to hear this
All
one.
right.
then.
Would you say that you're an honest person? Yes or no? Yes. Everybody said yes.
Real quick, can you put
Yeah.
your hair behind your headphones? Mish.
All right. So all these ladies said they're honest people. Let's put that to the test real quick. Now, here's what we're gonna do, ladies. We're gonna have you rate each other from 1 to 10. All right.
Again, the rating.
Yes, the rating. This is very
She
important
hates that
because
shit.
Oh,
yeah.
I hate
Okay, no,
this
no, but
shit.
you just said-
gave me a good rating, and
Hold
then
on.
on the camera you say I'm 1.
I feel like
Okay, now.
we debunked this, right?
You say
All right.
that you're an 8,
did-
and
we-
then when
we-
the camera comes, you're a 2.
oh shit.
I feel like
No,
we debunked
sorry,
this.
1.
Oh wait, I don't know what's going on the side over here, but like, all right. So you said you're a very honest person.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with her since she's brutally honest. From 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, 1
Mhm.
being the lowest, 5 is average. So like an average person is pretty decent looking, right?
Yeah.
Anything above average means you're really good looking. So 6, 7, 8, that means you're really good looking. Anything 10 means you're like model status, right? So go ahead and give her a rating from 1 to 10.
I would give her a 9.
A 9.
Yeah,
Okay. What
I think
about
she's
her?
pretty. I would give her a 7.5.
7.5.
And I would give her a 6.
A 6. And her?
I would give her a 6.
All right. What would you give yourself?
I would give myself an 8.
Okay.
You said brutally honest.
I know. I thought I was gonna hear some crazy shit. But
No,
okay.
no.
All right. What about you? I want you to rate her on down this way. Go ahead. What's her?
This way?
So yeah, just go this way. What's her rating?
I give her an 8. I give her 6, 7, 7.
Okay. What would you rate yourself?
A 7.
A 7. All right. I want you to rate from her on down. Go ahead.
Okay, so I would rate you an 8. I would rate you a 7. I would rate you. I would rate a 6. No, I would rate you a 6. And Julia, I would rate you honestly a 9 because technically you are a model. No interest. Like she does post pictures
on,
that
bro.
she.
Thank you,
That's her.
Thank you. Love.
No, but that's her.
Thank you, love.
That's her profession. You
Love.
asked like 10 being model status. She is a model. She does do modeling.
We're talking like
So-
real models here.
Yeah, but
Victoria's Secret.
What is a real mother?
Victoria's
You know what a
Secret.
real
Nice,
model
not
is.
ugly.
You know what a real
what
model is.
and then you look at me like, wow, who are you?
there's always something to improve on. But I see her and she looks beautiful. She looks very well put together. I'd rate her a 9.
Okay.
Moving on.
All right, cool. Shout out to you. Okay, what about you? I want you to rate her on down this way. Go ahead. What is she?
8, 9, 7, 9.
Okay. What would you rate yourself?
Like 6.
And what would you rate yourself, Kayla?
I would rate myself like a 6, 7.
Okay. And now I want you to rate from her on down. Go ahead. What is she? You said you were very honest. Let's see how honest you are. Go ahead.
I would say 6, 6, 9, and 8.
Okay. And what would you rate yourself?
8.
Okay. You want to know how I know you guys are all liars? Because anyone that rates you high, you rate them high as well. Okay.
I realized that shit.
You notice that? Everyone that rates you a 9, you're like, oh, you're a 9
I
too.
don't even remember what they rate me.
You sure?
Yes.
Because
I
she
just
gave you a
remember
9 and you rated
Kayla's.
her a 9. And
No,
she-
but
and-
I would have said the same before she said it.
and
Because
she
she's
and
beautiful.
you rated someone a 9 too. Who'd you rate a
I
9?
rated her a 9.
Okay. Yeah. So like you guys, and you said you were brutally honest.
Yeah, come
Well,
on.
yeah, but I'm not gonna say any of them are ugly because they aren't ugly.
Okay,
If
but
I saw,
5 is good.
5 is good.
5 is good though.
so you think they're all 5s? Do you
That's
think
not what I
they're
said.
they're 6?
Hold on.
No, he thinks
Hold on,
they're
hold on.
You're
mature.
saying if I'm
No, no,
brutally
no.
honest, it sounds like you're expecting me to say like they're all 5s.
No. But what I notice about women is that you don't want to hurt each other's feelings.
But beauty is subjective.
Yes, but
To each their own.
overall,
Okay,
right?
but-
And yes, like that's like a little loophole. Beauty subjective.
No,
yeah.
that's literally like a
No.
philosophy term.
Oh, and here's the thing, like overall, men get to choose your beauty. You don't get to. You can tell me you're the most beautiful in the world, but like
I'm a 5.
yeah, but to most men, you wouldn't be. So, it is what it is. Shout out to you though, ladies, for being honest.
Being honest.
Yeah, quote unquote being honest. But why is it that women don't want to hurt each other's feelings? Like, I know you know that there's no one at this table that's a 9. I know you know that because anything a 9 means you're basically like supermodel status.
Literally, guys are running up to you trying to get contracts
Yes.
off you.
So why would you rate someone a 9 on this table, knowing that there's no 9s on the table?
Well, I think she is a 9. In my own personal opinion, I think she is a 9.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's
all
your
right.
personal opinion.
Yep.
Yeah, but my own personal opinion. You asked me to rate her, and I rated her.
Okay. Now the men are gonna give you guys a real
No.
rating. Yes, we're gonna give you guys a real rating. So there's.
Oh,
Actually,
that's
no.
gonna shock
Let,
my
let them rate
ears.
us first because I don't
You
want to
already
be any
said that I'm
bullshit.
an 8.
I
but
feel like
he's
I feel
gonna
like we
say-
should skip over that part because
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter
Thank
what they
you.
rate us.
Thanks.
We're gonna rate you guys.
We're still gonna rate
Okay?
y'all.
And shout out to the
rate
chat,
you?
man. We see you guys. Make sure you super chat any questions that you may have for the ladies. If you want to do a call in as well, let us know. It's $25 super chat. Would be dope to have one of you guys call in and talk to the ladies, and ask them some questions. So real quick, man, let's do this real short and concise, okay?
Yeah, I'll
I want you to rate. Her,
unbiased.
yeah,
too.
listen. I want you to rate her on down, short and concise, just real quick. Go ahead.
6. Okay, let me move back. 5,
No, you don't even-
5, 6, 7.
All right, cool. 5, 5,
4.
6, 7, 6. Go ahead, Anwar.
Julia could get a 6.
7,
Okay, thanks.
7,
Finally.
6, 6, 7, 6.
Wait, what?
What?
7, 6, 6, 7.
Wait, hold on.
6.
From her on down, bro.
7, 6, 6, 7, 6.
Okay, because you added a whole extra number on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Um,
you didn't start counting. I was like,
Okay, cool. All right, shout out to you guys. And any super chats, go ahead.
yeah, we got some. Let's see.
Fine.
Nope. Let's see. Repo said construction workers make bank too.
They do.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But they still won't look at them.
Shout out to you, Repo, man. That
Because
is a
they're
real-
doing hard labor.
Yes. You know what?
We've had to
hold
grow.
on. Real quick, hold on. Ladies, would you date a construction worker that makes $300K a year? But remember, he's not the best looking guy. He's a construction worker. This isn't like a supermodel construction worker, okay?
He comes back dirty.
Yeah, he comes back dirty every day. He might have like a little bit of a stomach. He may not be the best built guy, but he's a hardworking guy.
Dad bod.
and he dad bod maybe a little bit worse.
And
Okay.
he takes care of you.
Yes, financially he takes
300K.
care of you, and on the side he might have a chick or two. Would you date him? He makes 300K a year.
If he cleans up nice, yeah.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah.
Okay.
sure.
Even with the side chick?
Nah,
Side
there's
chick,
no
yeah.
side chicks.
No side chick?
Nah.
You think you can please a man for the rest of his life?
Why is everyone asking
Yeah.
this?
I just met you 10 minutes ago, so
Boys
I don't
have
know.
short attention spans.
No.
Actually, that's women.
No, I was on a podcast on Monday and they asked that same question.
Okay. Well, so
But,
so answer that question.
For the rest of my life, if I could please them, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay.
So then, all right, cool. Moving on. What about you? Would you date that guy? Yes or no?
To be honest, no.
Damn, bro, you don't like any.
Yeah, bro. She
No,
said
but
she
it
wouldn't
is-
date a
No,
trash
but
picker that
what-
makes $1 million.
like, what's the point
Like,
dating a-
she's lost.
You
An
know what?
ugly guy who
Hold on. My thing is, have you ever dated anyone that made over 300K a year? American dollars, because I know you're from like
no,
Finland, right? Where you from?
Finland.
Okay. Have you ever?
Kazakhstan.
Okay, so you've never dated
Finland.
anyone that made 300K.
No, but
or
I
more.
don't care about the money, like what he makes. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't understand. Here, people like talk so much about the like yearly income. I don't even know
Yeah.
like how much my ex made
Okay.
because I don't care.
So
soccer
people
player.
say that,
Soccer, yeah.
people say that money isn't everything, but it's right up there with breathing.
Of course, it's important, but like I don't think it's a big deal. Like
Okay.
it doesn't matter if it's like
So you-
30K a year
Okay.
or 300.
All right, cool. What about you? 300K, he takes care of you.
I mean, if he knows how to manage his money, yeah, because I've dated a construction worker. He was not making 300K a year though.
Okay.
But all
They
of
make
his
good money though.
Yeah,
they
but-
make at least over 100K
yeah,
for sure.
but then all of his money, he had credit payments. He was financing a bunch of things, so he never really had money. Like, yeah, he had the money, but like he did not know how to be stable with it. If you're
Okay.
responsible with your money, like a real responsible, like mature person,
Yeah.
yes. But if you're blowing your money constantly, I can't. What
Yeah.
if you lose your job?
Yeah, I understand 100%, and I like that. I like women that
IRA.
can better a man. Like if there's a guy that earns good money and a woman comes in and says, you know what, like I'm
Don't
gonna
waste
help
your
you out.
money.
That's great, bro. That's a huge add-on, huge value right there. What about you? 300K, he takes care of you. He has a side chick. You dated him?
300K and he provides for me. Yeah, side chick. I don't know about that.
It's what comes with the territory.
It's not my business.
You have a high, yeah. It's not. You
Out of
see that?
sight,
It's
out
a,
of mind.
it's a smart
Side
girl
eye.
right there.
I mean,
You get
not
cheated
saying
on for
she's
free.
Not smart. I'm not saying she's not smart, but
Kayla,
like,
you get cheated on for free.
I mean, if that's the case, then I'd rather not find out about it.
She's
Out of sight,
monogamous.
out of mind.
Okay.
Out of
Yeah.
sight, out of mind. Like, honestly, if
As long as you come
if
home
I'm
to
in love
me.
with you and like you're taking care of me and you're providing for me, like the biggest heartbreak would be to find out that you went and had sex with somebody that didn't mean anything.
That's the
to you.
biggest heartbreak.
Exactly.
That
But
is
if
the
he's
biggest
providing a
heartbreak.
lifestyle, the house, the car, the kids, the last
Okay, but
name,
then
the money.
I'm stuck in a house like with his kids, taking care of
Exactly.
everything that he has and
Going
that
on
he's
vacation.
made, and then he's still doing his own thing on the side.
Yeah.
Here's my question to you. What is the difference between I don't want to find out and finding out and at least knowing like, yo, this guy may be sleeping with this girl, but at least I know who she is and I know that she's safe and I know he's being
She's
safe about it. Listen,
And he's still coming back
No.
to you.
and
That's so
listen,
bad.
or not finding out and having the woman intuition that all of you guys have, knowing my man's out here doing something stupid and I don't know shit about it. Like what? Like which one's better? If you guys really sit here and think about it, which one's better?
If I don't have actual proof and it's just based off of me like assuming, I'm just gonna let like time show what's really going on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, why not just deal with it rather than like,
Have the anxiety.
yeah.
And
Because-
as a woman,
but-
overthinking sucks.
oh,
But
absolutely.
because if I deal with it, I'm just gonna want to leave. Like it's
Exactly.
just gonna put me back in the same position of I don't want to deal with this because it feels unfair. I'm raising your children while you're out at work all the time. Like, don't get me wrong, I do appreciate that you're providing and that you're doing
That's a
everything
fair
for
exchange,
your
though.
family, but not really.
Kayla,
'cause-
understand that is a very fair exchange. This man is providing for you and your family. So what if he's having sex with a girl on the side? Like,
Exactly.
so what?
And you get to stay home with the kids.
Bro, you
Like,
got the car, you got the vacations, you got the kids, you got the family. Like
I
what?
understand, and maybe I'm not old enough to like really like understand that concept and really like be open to it. But you know, at this point in my life, I wouldn't be okay with
And
that.
I'm not saying that all guys want that, but most guys do. And what I would say is, rather than leave that guy who's providing for you and your kids and taking care of you, and he loves you,
Yeah, and you're in love with him.
and you're in love with him, and he died for you, why leave that situation to go out and date broke guys who aren't going to provide for you? Nobody's going to want to love your kids the way the father is going to love your kids, right? And you're laughing over here. Why are you laughing?
No, because I was looking at her.
Okay. What's up? What's so funny about her?
We just made eye contact.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're connected.
Connected. All right.
We
So
love each other.
what are you guys connecting over right now?
Nothing.
She laughed as she made eye contact with me.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because this is very
Bestie team.
I mean, I agree with
distracting
you.
when I'm like talking to her and I see you cheesing over here. I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? So yeah. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, why leave that situation
I
where you
don't-
have stability, you have protection, and then you're going to a situation where now you're a single mother. Those men aren't going to take you seriously. You're going to get passed around until one guy comes around and maybe takes you seriously, right?
Yeah.
And he's
then
not
on-
going to be the guy that you want, though.
I understand. I understand where you're coming from, and like it's not to disagree with your opinion. Just right now, like where I'm standing and like the things that I've went through, I'm not ready to be able to do that. You know, like at least be mature about it and to be able to maintain a healthy relationship within that household, knowing that he's out there doing that.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that I could.
So you're not seeking a relationship right now, like for marriage.
Right now, I am, but not that type of marriage, not that type of like, not that type of sacrifice.
Okay, so you're going for like maybe a bum that you could hopefully help.
You're putting words in my mouth, but what I'm trying to say is at this point in my life,
Well-
I'm 22 years old, like, and I don't feel that I would feel right within myself knowing that even though he's taking care of everything, I'm still being.
No, Kayla,
Treat-
I understand that, but I'm saying only a bum will not go sleep with other women, correct? Would you agree with me?
I
Because you
mean,
understand that the man
I
and women
understand that, but I
dynamics.
mean, even bums will cheat on their girlfriends. Even bums
Yeah,
will
I
cheat on
agree.
their wives. Like
But
it's a man
it's
thing. and
less
it's-
likely to happen, right? Than a high value guy to do it.
I mean, full disclosure, I like in my parents' situation, right?
Mhm.
My
you
dad,
gotta make it short and concise, Kayla, because you're
okay, then
dragging
we'll
it
just
along.
cut it. No, we'll just
Yeah,
cut
my,
it.
my thing is, yes, even bums cheat. The thing is
What
that
is bum?
like a guy like
He's making 40K a year.
yes, a guy that makes like almost no money, right?
Yeah.
My thing is, even guys that
Average
don't
guy.
make a lot of money, the average guys, they cheat. The difference is they'll sneak behind your back and do it. A high value guy is gonna tell you, listen, man, I know who I am. I know my value to society. I know that if you leave, I can replace you. So I'm just gonna tell you, I'm gonna cheat or I'm gonna sleep with this girl. You're either cool with it or not. That's literally the difference. All guys want to do it.
But I have never heard anybody.
Well,
tell
you've only
anyone
had one
saying it. No,
relationship.
but like
Yeah.
my friends or anyone, like nobody had the.
Yeah, but
problem
you're
that
from
somebody-
Finland. You guys only have
Yeah, maybe
100,000
we
people
have-
over there.
Yeah, maybe we have different.
So shout out to you guys. All right, any super chats?
Yeah. Dr. Kish asks, ladies, aside from food, water, and shelter, what's the next thing modern women need to survive? I'll say the answer after you guys guess. And he texted me the answer.
Okay, cool. Ladies, do you want to read it one more time in case the ladies
What
didn't
is
get
shelter?
Like a house.
Oh.
Ladies, aside from food, water, and shelter, what's the next thing modern women need to survive?
it? Okay, cool. What's the next thing?
The next thing modern women need to survive is electricity.
That comes with shelter.
Yeah.
Not really shelter.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it
okay,
does.
okay,
Come on, bro.
whatever. Well,
Why are you always making things complicated?
Yeah, like-
I'm not. That's just the
He
first
needs
thing
a
that came to
bed,
my
like-
mind.
Okay,
That's
just
the
give me
first
another
that-
thing. Give me another thing.
I guess happiness in that household.
Okay, what about you?
Financial stability, managing your money.
Okay, what about you?
I think peace of mind.
Peace of mind. What about you?
Money.
Money. What about you?
Their phones.
Their phones.
She was close.
I
All
was
right,
about
what
to
is
say
it?
phones first.
It's attention.
Attention. Okay,
Mm.
cool. Yeah, that's
Shout
actually
out to
really true.
fucking
Shout out
kids,
to
man.
him.
That's true.
I
Shout
thought
out
he
to
was gonna
Dr.
say
Kish,
like
man.
dick or some shit. These girls be sexually
Hey,
liberated.
that would be very closely
Yeah,
correlated right there.
I'm dead
attention.
ass or social media. Yeah,
That is part of attention, bro.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Any other ones? Go ahead.
Yeah, $20 from Travis. Shout out to you, Travis. He said, ladies, blue collar man or white collar man?
Wow, yo, shout out to my boy Travis, man.
So hard question. What is blue
Um,
collar?
Blue
man?
collar is like the trash man, the construction guy, the
The
plumber.
guys you don't like.
Ah,
White
yeah,
collar
okay,
is the
okay.
office people.
Okay, so yes, so blue collar, the real men. Well, they're both real men, but I consider like hardworking men. I like the guy she named earlier. He's a fag in my book. Like I would smack the shit out of that nigga. He's weird. Like paints his nails. Like think about how his
I
success.
thought he was talking about
like-
my ex.
because
Okay, dude, the
think about
construction
the think about the influence that these men have in today's society. like there's guys that look up to this dude and want to be just like him, right? And so there's no coincidence in the way that like these whoever chooses these people, like Bad Bunny, right? He's a huge artist, but he's weird too. The dude, I don't know if the dude likes women or men. Okay,
I
I don't
kissing guys in
yes.
the music
Who
video. That
knows?
next time
Bro,
you see him pop out with a girl,
He paints his
Yeah.
nails, he does his hair, like it's all weird to me, right?
Crop
And
tops.
and that is not by accident,
Crop
ladies. Listen, that's not by accident. If you look at the Super Bowl performance, all that shit was very demonic. Is a lot of symbolism there. Like she's dressed in red and everybody's dressed in white like sheep. Like you guys aren't ready for this type of conversation yet, okay? But the blue collar men or the guys that I was just talking about earlier, the construction workers, those are the men that I'm like, yo, salute to you, bro. I couldn't even do that shit. The white collar men are the guys that are in the office that typically you guys fall for.
the businessman.
All right, so which one for you?
I would say white collar.
White collar. Okay, so the gay guys. Okay, what about you?
The gay guys.
The gay guys. All right, what about you?
The white, but not any office worker.
Okay,
boring.
so give me a white
That's
collar guy
boring.
you would want to date.
Who do you date?
Athletes.
Athlete,
Athletes.
soccer player, basketball.
shout out to you.
That's normal in
Um,
Finland, I feel like.
Which one?
What about you?
White collar.
White collar. Okay, so you like the gay guys too. What about you? Yo, and shout out to the chat if there's any white collar chats out there.
If there's any soccer
go ahead.
players,
All right.
Listen,
hit me
yeah.
up.
I would say
Like, I love you.
White collar.
Yo,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
you gotta chill on my boy Kiss, bro.
Yeah, he's in there.
You gotta chill.
No,
on
no,
my
no,
boy
no.
Kiss.
Whoa. Kish is putting in that work, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Yes,
but
he
as
not.
white collar.
Yes, okay, but that's different too, though. Like, I don't really have respect for dudes that sit behind a computer every day, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't respect you. Like, if you're out here changing lives, he's a doctor. He's out here actually helping lives. You feel me? Like, I got respect for that. But shout out to him, man. That's a shout out to my boy Travis, bro. That was a really, really good one. Any other ones?
Yeah, Ben next door. Shout out to you, Ben.
Shout out to you, man.
He said, "You ladies say you want a guy over 6 feet. How many inches are in 6 feet?"
All right. Shout out to my boy Ben. And you know the answer to this one, right, Anwar?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Real quick, how many inches?
Go ahead, Kayla.
I want to guess 72.
72. All right, cool. What about you?
72, 74.
74. All right, cool. What about you?
72.
72.
72, 76.
All right,
Pick
Anwar, go
one.
ahead.
You gotta pick one. You gotta say two numbers.
It's funny. No, it's right. But
I
some
had
of the-
no idea, but she,
Yeah,
she
I was gonna say
showed
there
it.
was someone in
I
the
don't
back
even know
saying that the
inches.
answer.
We have centimeters.
But yeah, no. Okay.
It's
I had
72.
no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, 12 times
All right,
6.
I'll- let's get to the
Whoever
next
yelled
super
that
chat.
answer, please don't do it again.
Right.
Let's go to the next.
I
super
see
chat.
you over there in the corner, Mama. Googling the answers. I see you. All right, cool. Any other ones?
No,
Yeah.
hold on. I want to pause. You see how strong the echo chamber is?
Right.
Julia doesn't even know what
I
fucking
don't-
inches
I,
are,
If-
I don't
bro.
know
yo,
what the fuck
If
is
he
yo,
said
yo,
120, bro.
If she has said 130,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all of them would
Everyone
I know,
would've
but I
said
saw,
that
I
shit.
saw
Yo,
her
listen,
and
and-
she showed.
and they would,
It's
and they,
literally 12 times 6.
I
yeah,
read
okay.
from her.
They're not too
But
good.
none
at
of y'all were
numbers.
thinking that shit. Kayla wasn't thinking that.
I was like,
I wasn't.
okay.
I was taking a second before I said something stupid as fuck on here.
Okay.
And then I was like, okay, hold on, wait. And then I started like,
you know what?
yeah.
How about this?
Hey, I have one question. as
Oh,
well.
I got a question too. Hold on. Name me one president that wasn't a president in the last 10 years. Go ahead. In the last 10 years, you can't name them. Go ahead.
George Washington.
Okay. What about you?
Abraham Lincoln.
What about you? She's from Finland. I feel bad asking her. Skipper, what about you?
Roosevelt.
What about you?
George Bush.
That's last.
Nah,
No.
she
No.
really-
Yay!
By a
That was
year.
That
By
counts.
a
Okay.
year. That's
Okay.
wild.
Shout out to
Okay,
ladies.
no,
right,
yes.
though, but that
Hey,
was
can
right.
can I ask
Yes.
how many centimeters is in 1 meter?
Why are you asking me that?
I don't know that shit.
Because
I-
I
Yo, come on,
answered
come on.
your
Hey.
question.
I know feet. I don't know centimeters.
Y'all don't know how many centimeters are in a
Is
meter?
there 60?
Hold on.
Or 100?
It's 100.
Yo,
Oh,
real-
shit.
You thought it?
Yes,
yo,
because of
that's
the
your
lights.
that's
I
your
thought-
system.
Yo, real quick.
Crazy.
Do we have a $25 super chat?
It's from David.
from
He wants
who?
to call.
Okay, cool.
So
What is
let me
no?
read
But he
it.
has a question, doesn't he?
No, he said I'll do a call in about 30 minutes. I want to talk to the ladies about the difference between morality and biology regarding monogamy.
Okay. Wow. Shout out to David, man. I saw that light up on the screen right here. Shout out to you, David, man. I really appreciate that. Any other ones? Go ahead.
Yeah, $10 from Travis. Shout out to you, Travis. He said, I work in the oil field. I make about $150K a year, working 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. The first thing I was taught was always to save my money.
Wow.
He's shooting his shot at you, girl.
Nah, but he's right. That's investment.
You know
That's
what? Shout out
putting
to
your money
Travis.
towards something
She's shooting a
bigger.
shot.
Ladies,
Let that fucking work in, bro.
ladies, have you ever seen a video of what the oil field actually looks like?
Very dangerous.
That's
Yeah, they're like throwing chains.
dangerous.
very
guys.
dangerous. Just like
And to be
coal
fair,
mines
my man
and-
should like triple for you, bro.
Yeah.
You should get paid.
Like
you
you're
should,
breathing in fumes and shit.
bro.
to you,
You should
Travis.
be getting paid 3 times that amount, bro. Shout out to you, man. Much respect to you, bro.
And imagine how much they're getting from that oil. Billions. Right?
Yes, they're making a lot of money off of
Yeah.
that. But
That's
and by the way, what he does, not the typical guy could not go and do what he does.
That's a fact.
Like, so it's very, very fucking hard, man. Shout out to you, bro. We appreciate that. Okay, cool. So, and that wasn't a question. Any other ones? Go ahead.
Toxic said, if the man have money, women don't care about looks. I learned the hard way.
All right. And Toxic,
That's
I
not
appreciate
true.
you, homie.
That is so
Hopefully
true.
you're not still hurt,
Yeah.
my
Yo,
dude.
you know how
Much
many
respect.
fat guys I've seen in Miami with the baddest bitches?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the baddest bitch
Yeah,
will
but
take that
that's
bag
only
and then take
Miami.
off.
Doesn't matter. She's
It doesn't
there.
matter. She's
No.
there.
I saw a lot of
The
no.
baddest bitch will take off with that bag and you'll never see her again.
That's
But
not
she's
true.
still
That's
there. He's
I
still getting it. He
guess.
getting that, pussy first.
Here, ladies, I want
I
you to understand
guess.
something. For high value guys, spending money for your time and attention and sexual exchanges, it's not an L for us.
It's really nothing
For most
them.
men,
Yeah.
like most men have money, so it's like you guys aren't taking the bag. We're giving you the bag. Does that make sense? So like what you're saying, oh, the girl's taking the bag and running. No, bro, like that exchange, you take the L if we're being serious, right?
You're
'Cause,
still
like,
getting fucked.
the money can be made again, but your what you gave up can't be gotten again. You feel me? Like you
Yeah.
either have it or you don't.
Yeah.
So shout out to you for thinking that way. Any other super chats?
Yeah, Horton said, what is toxic masculinity and toxic femininity? And why not just say toxic humanity? Because everyone can be on BS.
Wow, yo, my boy Horton just came on some fire shit today, man.
Do femininity first.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and ask him that real quick. Start off with you.
So toxic masculinity, I will want to say, is pretty much when men are kind of pushing the agenda of being like, I don't know even the right words, but I'm gonna try my best. Would be to kind of be the number one always, to the man comes first, like the man is just the one in charge, not putting anything toward women and like giving them the credit that's due. And the same thing vice versa with it was
I've never heard of
toxic femininity.
I've never heard of toxic femininity in my life, but go explain it.
But
What
it would
you-
just be like women just hating men for no reason, because there's one thing as feminism, which would be equality, but
Uh-huh.
then toxic femininity would be fuck men, like men.
Okay,
are,
so like
all
what
men are
modern
wrong.
feminism is?
Yeah.
Like what's going on right now in the
Yeah,
world?
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, shout out to you, Michelle. What's your take on that?
I think toxic masculinity and toxic femininity, it's like always used like when someone needs it for their advantage, like they start victimizing themselves or just to get to a point that they want to. And it's not even like, because you can claim to be a feminist, but in reality you're just a modern woman. Like it just really depends. Like they're not really educated on those points.
Wow,
Okay.
good point.
Thank
Holy
you.
shit. What about you? What do you think about that?
That's so hard to explain in English. I don't even I barely even understand that toxic
Okay.
masculinity.
All right, cool. We'll just skip you on this one.
Yeah.
What about you? Go ahead.
I would say toxic masculinity is probably like men trying to overpower the woman and saying like, oh, I do this, I did that, and putting you down and like disrespecting you and like trying to seem like they're better than you. And then also I would say toxic femininity is the same thing, but just in a feminine way. Just
Okay.
like saying I do this better, whatever.
I can already see the chats after the show. Why does she keep spinning?
Sorry.
They're gonna be like, yo, she got ADHD or some shit.
I can already tell. They'll be like, oh, why is that pretty girl spinning like that? Is she nervous? Okay, what about you? Just answer it real quick. Go ahead.
So on the male's point of view, I think it's like over controlling to that extent where it's like too much,
Mhm.
because there's levels to that. And then on the female's point of view, I think it's just modern day feminists just saying like, I don't need a man, and not having that submissive side of her.
Okay, cool. And real quick on you, can you give me an example of toxic femininity?
Toxic femininity would just be that women are hating men or saying that all men are the same, when really it's just an agenda that's being pushed by feminists.
Okay.
And it's the wrong type of agenda, because the whole idea of feminism is equality, not to be better or worse than anybody. It's just to be equal.
Okay.
Even though biologically we're not, but just to have the kind of same balance.
Okay, let me ask all the ladies on the panel a question. Which one is worse for society, though? The toxic masculinity or toxic femininity?
That's actually a really good question.
We'll
You
start
know
with
what? We'll
Kim
start
since
off with you.
and
Go
Eva.
ahead.
The toxic femininity.
All right, and it looks like we're having a little bit of a technical.
Okay, we'll start with
Yeah,
you,
go ahead.
Kayla. Which one's worse, toxic femininity or toxic masculinity on today's society?
And it should be real easy for you,
I
ladies.
think toxic femininity is what's causing a major problem right now,
All right.
because it's putting all men in the same category of all men are pieces of shit.
Okay.
And that's not all men. It's just based off of the men that you let go into your life, and the experiences.
I don't
that
even
you've
hear
had.
men say toxic femininity.
I've
We
never
don't-
heard
We
that.
don't even
No,
use
No,
that.
I literally told Kayla that. I was like, I've
Yeah.
never heard that shit.
I'd
It's
be like,
just the same thing as toxic masculinity, just vice
no.
versa.
Well, no, you're missing the point. I don't ever hear men talking about women like that.
Yeah,
and
we're-
even though women are more toxic than men, if we're being honest, you guys are toxic as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So you know what? Shout out to you, man. I don't want to make the super chatters wait. Let's go ahead and get back to them, bro.
All right. Kish said, math is white collar, therefore it's. Then he just left it blank.
All right. Shout out to Dr. Kish,
and then
man.
he said, and then David said, according to woke supremacists, math is white supremacy.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I haven't heard of that one yet. Any other ones?
It's just funny. Let's see. Mr. Antonio said, I'm 6'2", no kids, and decent looking. I mess around with other girls and I live with my girl. I pay the bills and she never checks my phone. I'm desired and take advantage of that. I'm 34.
Wow.
God.
Shout out to
Shout
my
out to
boy.
you, bro.
Congratulations to him.
Yo, shout out to you, homie. And yo, if you want to super chat another another time, go ahead and just send us your IG, bro. I would love to have the ladies look at your IG.
Facts.
Just so
Oh,
so we
but
can
then
take a
the
look.
wife is gonna say.
She doesn't care.
Does she
Yo,
doesn't care,
listen.
clearly.
Oh, she
Yo,
doesn't
hold
care.
on. Listen. What you don't understand is that some women are smart enough to understand that this is actually not that bad.
But that's not smart.
It's not smart in your opinion. But listen, if I was a female, right, and I was married to a high value guy, I'm gonna make sure he knows. Just take care of me and my kids. Don't bring anything home. And you know what I mean by that? Like, don't bring anything bad home. And yeah, go ahead and do your thing, man. Like it's not gonna kill us, right? And if anything, hopefully, me and I'll tell you this, yo, this has happened to me before. It's so weird. It's like reverse psychology. I've had a girl actually tell me, go ahead and smash her, go ahead and sleep with her, and it's actually made me want to do the
not to
opposite.
do it. Like, you don't want to do that shit.
Yeah, it's so fucking weird. It's like I was like, for real, and I was like, you know what? I don't even want her no more. Like it's so weird, right? Because I don't know.
It
It's
fucks
just,
with your head,
it
doesn't
fucks
it,
with
bro?
your head. It really does. But I guess what I'm saying is like eventually that guy's not gonna want to do it forever.
Yeah, of course.
It's not. It's like there's not that many good men out there for you women to just be letting them go. They're the top 10% for a reason, right? They're not average guys. Okay, cool. Any of the super chats, man?
No, that's it.
Okay, well, I have a question for the ladies on the panel. Why are the men in their prime, so 30-year-old men, shamed for going after girls in their prime, which are 24-year-old women or
Yes.
21-year-old women?
Real quick, we'll answer this and then we'll go back to the first video. I want to get to the videos. So why are men shamed for trying to go after more younger, attractive women?
I think that in society's eyes, it's more of like a perversion. I'm not saying it's right.
Okay.
Because if two people consent to being in a relationship, if the guy's 80 years old and he wants to be with someone that's 20 and the 20-year-old consents, that's no one's fault but the 20-year-old and the 80-year-old man that decided to go forward with that in the first place.
Okay.
So, I mean, honestly, the reason behind it is just because people aren't used to that.
Okay. Shout out to you.
So,
What about you? What do you think? Why do you think men are shamed?
I mean, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. It's people who don't have like the same views, so they won't accept views that aren't theirs. So they're just gonna think it's wrong because if it's just two adults, like you're saying 20, like it's over 18, it's an adult, it's not a child.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the end of the day, it's his or her choice. Like you can't, if you're angry about it, like you need other things to worry about.
Okay. Shout out to you. What about you? What do you think about that?
Did he say that if the man is ashamed?
Yeah.
to
Yes.
have,
Why
like-
are men? Listen, ladies. I hate having to repeat the question.
Yeah, but I understood it.
I'm very like
But I just
straight
didn't
to the point, right?
understand it. I heard
Listen,
it, but
why are men, older men, shamed by women? Because typically it's by women. It's never by men.
Yeah.
For going for younger, beautiful women like yourself.
I don't think love should be about age. Like, it doesn't matter if you're
Okay, but
50
tell
or
me
if
why
you're 60.
why are men shamed for it though? Well, like, why do
I
you
don't
think
know,
men are
because
shamed?
maybe the men when they were at their like 20s, so they didn't get anyone good looking, so now they want, when they have money, so they just want to live the same life again.
Okay,
What
that
they
doesn't
didn't
answer the
experience
question though.
before.
Okay, cool. What about you? Why do you think that women shame men for wanting younger, more beautiful women?
Probably because all the men are taken by the younger women. But I honestly think it's probably because honestly you're just mad about it and you have an opinion. There should be nothing to be upset about. If they're happy, they're doing their own thing. Worry about yourself.
Yeah, if it's
Okay.
consensual, there's nothing to get mad at.
All right, and last but not least, what do you think?
I think it's just because men are always the ones that receive backlash for whatever they do. The woman's never gonna get any repercussion for her actions.
Yes. To speak on that, women almost never get blamed for anything. Men, however, get blamed for everything. I can't think of one thing in the world that if it goes bad today, we're gonna say it's women's fault. Not one thing. However, if the power grid goes off right now, what dude fucked this up?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
And if
what-
it really was a woman, a guy's still gonna
yes,
take
a guy's
accountability
gonna
for
take
it.
accountability, and
He's gonna be like, my bad, I should have left her there.
and whose responsibility is it to fix it? The men,
The man.
right? We're not gonna be like, yo, find the best female, like
Mhm.
electric. Like, nah, we're not looking for that. Okay, cool. Shout out to the chat, man. I want to get to the videos because we have some really great videos. Shout
Let's
out to
do
the chats too. Make sure you super chat any questions to the ladies, man. If you want to do a call in, just like our boy David, $25 super chat. Shout out to you. First video here coming up. Let's go.
Top of that, how can we say we were disadvantaged before when we didn't have to fight in wars? The men were the ones that had to go fight in wars. We'll say my body, my choice all day, but we'll never talk about their body, their choice when they get drafted. Women, the majority of women didn't even want the right to vote because it came with the responsibility of getting drafted. So most girls are like, I'm gonna chill in the kitchen. And I absolutely would chill in the kitchen if that was the
All right, ladies, did you understand that video? Everybody understood it.
Kind of,
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
What do you mean?
oh, you know what? Whatever. We'll just keep going. Do you think that women were ever at a disadvantage, and are they still at a disadvantage like most women claim in today's age? Yes or no?
Back then, I think they were at a disadvantage, but nowadays, I feel like it's just they're putting it on themselves.
Okay, real quick,
Um,
short and concise, because you do like to talk.
Okay.
How were they at a disadvantage back then?
Back then, they couldn't make their own decisions. Like, they didn't have the choice to be able to go out and work or provide. Because imagine if your husband is at that time beating on you and you want to be able to provide for your kids.
You're speaking about the minority, though. We speak in majorities here.
Okay.
Women always like to go to the extreme. But what if like one girl out there got beat with a belt?
No,
Like,
but
you know what I
it's
mean? Like,
just the
overall.
it's just the reality, because that was something that happened very often, like back in those times. That
But in
women didn't
comparison
even have a
to
voice
to
be
the
able-
overall population, it actually didn't happen that much.
It's worse now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, to keep it short and concise, I feel like we could all do better as a society to make
Okay,
sure
but that wasn't the question. My thing was, do you think women were at a disadvantage? And you said yes. I asked you to give me a reason why, and you said because they couldn't go out and work. Okay. Women go out and work today, and they're less happy than ever.
Mhm.
Okay. What about you? Do you think women were at a disadvantage back then, and are they quote unquote, like most women like to say, still at a disadvantage today?
Back then, yes, but now, no.
Okay. How were they at a disadvantage back then?
They didn't have the same rights as men.
Okay.
And like,
Which give me two rights that they didn't have that men had.
I mean, working, the right to vote.
They
and
they did have the right to vote. They chose not to vote.
but not all of them. You're just saying in general.
No, women chose not to vote because
It was 80% of them.
80% of women chose not to vote because if they voted, they could have been drafted to the war, and women were like, we don't want to go to war.
They didn't want to work either.
But
So
some women did want to.
but
Like
but
that
those
The
are the
minority, you just said
minority.
80%,
The minority wanted to work. And here's another thing. You guys all skipped a part of the video where she said, my body, my rules for women, but men never had that option.
Sure.
If you were 18 to 25, you're going to fucking war.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about your body or what you think. men were going to war.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, you know how many men went to war that they didn't want to go to war and they died? In the meantime, women were at home chilling. And those guys that you guys talk shit about were out there dying for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Shit, it wasn't even 18, it was 16.
But I mean, if they're drafted, they didn't have a choice.
Exactly.
It's what I'm saying. They didn't have a choice.
But he's saying women didn't go through that. Like they didn't have to be forced to go to the war and everything.
What
Well,
I'm
now they
saying
can.
is that society said, women will give you the right to vote, but if you want to vote, you have to go to war. And women were like, we want to vote, but we don't want to go to war. You know what I mean? So like you want the cake and you want to eat it too. And so majority of the population, which is what we speak about here, we speak about the majority, they chose not to vote because they didn't want to go to war because they were smart as fuck. Now, today's society, I want to go to war.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you want to go to war? That doesn't even make fucking sense. I don't even think men should be going to war. I mean, we have to because we have to man up, right?
Mhm.
But like, I don't even think men should be going to war. Like, who the fuck wants to die, bro? I love this country, but I don't want to fucking die for some old dude in a White House that wants me to go die for. You know what I mean? Like, I would do it if I had to protect my family, my loved ones, for sure. I'd die right now. But like, I don't want to do it. Just like a lot of
I
people
don't want to just die to die.
a lot of people that died in Afghanistan, Iraq, like, bro, like for what? You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know.
I understand. I see what you're saying.
You know.
So
It was a proxy war.
Are you trying to point out? Well, I'm just trying to get what you mean.
What I'm
like-
saying is that you're saying that women were at a huge disadvantage because they couldn't vote and because they couldn't go to work. What I'm saying is that was actually a really big advantage for you guys.
Mm.
Were women at a disadvantage in Finland back then?
I think back then, yes,
Yeah?
they
Okay.
were. For
How so?
example, they couldn't choose who they want to be, like go and get married with. Like the parents chose who they're gonna marry, and not like most women could work where they wanted to, and they lived in like rooms where it's like 15 other.
Yo,
So,
honestly,
yeah,
I don't
like
know. I don't know
poor
much about
conditions.
Finland, so I don't know if
No,
that's
but-
true or
no,
false.
no, this is what I
but for
said.
example, my
Are-
grandmom, she used to live in.
But
this-
but was that all of Finland, or was that just like in your little town?
no, it's all of Finland.
Okay,
All of
are
Finland?
the
Yeah.
ma-
Mama,
And I
is that
think-
true?
Mama is true.
Okay. So
I got a question for you though. Are the marriage rates higher or lower now? Because your grandma's probably married, right? Your mother's married, right?
oh, for sure, bro.
It was higher back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, shout out to the old people, man. They
So
were
but it
clearly it was
wasn't
working. It
nice
was
for
working,
the-
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so arranged marriages work because the parents know who you are gonna work with
Maybe
best.
they work because they couldn't divorce. Now
Listen,
you can divorce if
I
you
say
want
this,
to.
and
Back then you couldn't.
I say this and I mean it. You guys are the last generation that is gonna get to experience. Like my grandparents were actually still like in love and they died together
Yeah.
because you guys aren't gonna give that shit to your grandkids.
Yeah.
You
I'm
guys,
gonna
you
give that
what?
shit.
Yo, no, well maybe you will, but
I
most
will.
women, majority of women, they don't care about marriage. Yo, I see 35, 40-year-olds come in here. They're single. That means even if you start dating now, like your grandkids should already be born by now.
Mhm.
That's sad.
You know what I mean? So it's like you guys are fucking that up. But shout out to you though. You know, all the liberated, sexually, free women out here. Shout out to you guys. Any super chats, bro?
Yeah, we got. Let's see. We have a chat from Kish.
Cool. You know
He's-
what? I didn't even finish real quick. Were they
Yeah, I don't think they've gone.
were
Yet.
they oppressed back then? Women?
Yes.
Yes, they were. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me an example.
Don't quote me, don't fact me. I'm not sure in the US if we did that, but I know in other countries women were not allowed to drive and
Okay.
we weren't allowed to drive. So I would say, yeah, one of those things. But definitely now we're allowed to do whatever we want. Back then it was a lot stricter for
Okay.
women to do whatever they wanted to.
Without their husband's permission.
Yeah.
No, I did hear about that, but is that really like a
We weren't
for-
allowed
for
to-
for everything that you guys got in return? Was that really like an
You
oppression?
can't sit in traffic.
Well,
I
also
mean, but
another
imagine-
I listed
Yeah.
one thing.
I think
So
what
that was
I
my
think what
one thing.
women want is the right to be able to do it if they want to do it,
Mhm.
right?
But you don't want to drive.
Yeah, women don't even want to drive today.
Majority-
There's Ubers, there's
majority.
Lyft. Your boyfriend's driving. You're in the side. You're in the passenger side. Like,
A passenger princess. They
Yeah.
love that term.
bro, they love that shit. So it's just funny how you guys fall off for all that and don't even want it. Okay, what about you? Do you think women were oppressed back then,
I think
at a disadvantage? Yes or no?
I think they were happier back then. I feel like there's a lot of freedom now, and women are trying to do what was being done back then. But it's not as common for a man to be offering that as it was
Yeah.
back then.
I agree. Shout out to you. Listen, man. Have you guys ever had a dog?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Imagine, right? You live like on a farm, and your dog, you love your dog. Your dog loves you, right? He loves you. You let this dude out in the backyard. He may never come back, right? Like I look at that kind of like not equating women to dogs, but what I'm saying is
That
like,
post's not about dogs.
but what I'm saying is just like in general, it's like I think when you give someone too much freedom, they don't know how to deal with it. You know what I mean? And I think to an extent, like back then, even though a lot of women think they were at a disadvantage, you guys had it really good.
But you don't think it's the same thing vice versa for a man? That if you give a man too much freedom, that he takes advantage of it? Like just like the saying, if you give somebody a finger, they want the whole hand.
Yes.
Okay, how can a man take advantage of his freedom? Give me an example.
Like if your case said it's like, oh, I'm gonna have this one chick on the side that I'm gonna see, but then you're gonna have the house and you're gonna I'm gonna provide for you and have everything ready for you. But then it could be from starting at that point to then leading on to, oh, I'm not coming home like for 2 nights in a row, 3 nights in a row.
Okay.
It's a continuous cycle of because you give a hand and then they want the whole arm. So you don't think that the same applies to men?
I think some men will take advantage of it. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to vet your man.
Yeah. I think some men will and could take advantage of it. I just think most men, and I speak from experience, is that when you invest into a woman, bro, you don't just want to give that up. Like like this is why men find it really hard to forgive women when they step out, because our resources are not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Kayla, we dated. You cooked for me, right? You cleaned the house. But bro, I went to work 10, 12 hours a day for you. I paid all your bills. I protected our kids. I made sure they went to college. Like I did a lot more. Yes, you took care of home, but it's not the same. Okay, cool. Any other super chats, bro?
We have one. We have two, but here, this one from Captain he made a good point. In America, a man has to register for selective service, or he doesn't get any kind of government assistance or grants. A female does not, and it still gets the same type of assistance.
Shout out to
Do
Captain.
y'all even know what a selective service is?
No,
Exactly.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
No.
So yeah, every man has to sign up for that, basically.
Okay, cool. Shout out to you, Captain, man. We appreciate that fact. Any other ones?
Dr. Kitsch, said the used Nissans getting annoyed that they lost their value and shame the men for getting those Lambos, Ferraris, BMWs. This isn't about cars.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Do you ladies understand what he's trying to say?
Did it go over anyone's head?
I think it went over all of their heads.
No,
I understood.
I
Okay,
understood.
who-
I understood.
Did anyone understand?
Since you understood, tell me what it means.
It says the used Nissans, we
Oh.
females are used Nissans.
Some of y'all.
Getting annoyed that they lost their value and shame the men for getting those Lambos, Ferraris, BMWs. This isn't about cars. Okay, it's saying that we. Hold on, let me read that again.
So she didn't understand.
Hey, she started off saying, "Yeah, I understand."
Yeah, right.
Reread the question.
When I read
Like,
it, like I was
no.
like, okay, he's saying
Can I
like
explain?
about
You know, Dr. Kish is about to super chat something that he
Yeah,
always says,
facts.
and it's so factual. So let's see if he actually does it. All right, what does it mean?
It's talking about how women are complaining that a man doesn't want a woman who's been ran through and used by multiple men, and then they're looking for someone like a Lambo who hasn't had that many bodies, possibly rarely a virgin.
Mm-hmm.
They're complaining about that.
Wow, shout out to you.
yeah, what she said.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what you were gonna say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay, cool. And you know what? Since Dr. Kish went ahead and did this, I'm gonna real quick see if you guys can be honest. What is your body count?
4,
What is your body count?
5.
What is your body
1.
count? 1. What is your body count?
6.
What is your body count?
11.
11. Okay, cool. Wow, this was the first panel that
Yeah.
didn't struggle with telling us why. Most women that come on here, they struggle. And you know why you guys didn't struggle? Because they're actually pretty low compared to most women that come on here. So the reason why
Miami,
most
that's just like 25.
yes, like it's like they're born with 25 bodies already, right? Like by default. My thing is women typically know.
Oh, it's from David.
All
Shout
right,
out
cool.
to David.
Yeah, go ahead and answer it.
Yeah, you
So
can keep talking.
what I'm saying is that women typically know that
from?
like your body count is
David.
attached to your value. That's why when women have like 30, 40, 50 bodies, they're like, it's my personal problem. No, it wasn't your personal business when you were out there fucking 50 guys. Okay, cool. Shout out to you, buddy. What's up, man?
What's good, David?
What's up?
I'm doing all right, guys. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I'm just chilling, bro.
Let David cook. What's up, David?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
Yo, we have a really great panel today, man. Shout out to them. Do you have any questions that you want to talk to them about or any topics?
Yes. Earlier, you guys were talking about basically men stepping out and exercising their options while in a relationship, and some of the ladies were not liking that at all. So I kind of wanted to respond to that.
Okay, go ahead and do it, bro.
Okay. Kayla, I remember you specifically saying that you do not want to be with a man that steps out in the relationship. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. I understand that. I grew up in a household where basically it was taught that both genders needed to be monogamous. And most religions say that both genders need to be monogamous for moral reasons.
Right.
So I want to explain in a concise way the difference between morality and biology in hopes of trying to get you ladies to understand the context of male sexuality.
Okay.
So when you ladies say that you don't like it when a husband or boyfriend has casual sex with a woman that is not his girlfriend, you are expressing a moral position, which is valid, but it's very important to understand that from a biological point of view, male monogamy is harder to practice than female monogamy because men think about sex far more often than women do. Let me see if I can explain like this.
No, I'm
For
Why
understanding
don't
every
you
you.
man,
just
I'm
have
hearing
sex with
you.
your girlfriend then?
I'm hearing you, and I totally understand. And like the reason that that was my belief, and that's how I feel about it, is because I did have infidelity happen between my both parents, like both of my parents, and that's just something that I wouldn't want for myself. You know, it's not really based on any religious background or based on anything, just based on, you know, what I've been through and what I wouldn't want to put myself through, you know, in a marriage or in a relationship, because I saw a lot of torment go on through that. So that's really pretty much why I wouldn't be okay with it at the age that I am right now, because I'm not mature enough to be able to stand back and just accept that. If that makes any
okay,
sense.
that makes sense, and that's understandable. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's very important to understand male sexuality so that you don't, so that at the very least you reduce the risk of getting yourself hurt.
Right.
If a man does everything right for you except being monogamous.
Right.
So if a guy does everything right, he provides for you, he protects you, he does all these things for you that you want your man to do for you.
Right.
And the only thing that he does that you don't like, the only major thing that he does that you don't like, is that he wants to have casual sex with another woman once in a while. You don't have to condone it, but if you're at the bare minimum patient with him and understand that male monogamy is harder to practice than female monogamy, you're more likely to be content in that
Okay.
relationship
Okay.
because you're focusing on the good that he does and you're not allowing whatever bad thing that he does to interfere with the good that he's doing. Does that make sense?
It totally,
No.
it totally 100% does in the way that you just stated it. But then at the same
Yeah,
time,
She don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
no, I
She hears.
do.
She,
No,
she
you don't.
understands it.
You
She
don't.
It's not
understands it
about
perfectly.
No,
it's
I
not about
do.
You don't,
condoning
Kayla.
it.
You
It's
don't.
not
I
about
do.
Kayla,
condoning
you're
it.
in
It's
this state.
about
She's at
it's
the
about
stage where she just
acknowledging
wants
the
to be
reality of free
complicated.
will.
No, I'm not at the stage that I want to be complicated. I was gonna say
I don't know how else he could have explained it that wasn't like he explained it so perfectly.
I was literally just about to say thank you for like putting that perspective into the conversation, because that changes things. I was not in any way trying to be complicated or trying to be argumentative.
So are you gonna allow it now?
I didn't say that.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
I didn't say that I don't
I
give a fuck either, but
I
I'm saying
understand
that
Kayla's hesitation. It's 100%
it's
understandable.
something, yeah, it's something that you
But
go through.
By
I
the way,
guess
David
the
is a
point I'm
gay
trying
supporter. By the way, I
No,
want,
and I like David, and I don't want him to think that him saying that and then
I
like,
want you to understand that
directing
he's
that
not like
question to
necessarily
me.
like just saying this because like he's speaking for guys. Like he's a, you know what I mean? Like his stance is different.
Understand, but that's why I wanted to thank him, because like it makes more sense coming from a man. When
But this
he
isn't
states it
rocket science
time.
either. Like ladies, men think about sex more than women.
Yeah, but I don't like the fact he said that the only thing he does is cheat. Like that's pretty major.
What
Like,
understand
thing.
what
Sex is different
No.
for
missed
men
his
and
whole
women,
point.
though.
Yeah, but
Talking
like
shit,
still,
Karen.
it doesn't matter. Like I was speaking with my ex, and he said that he didn't do the right thing.
Listen,
so I don't
I'm
think,
gonna tell you something. I met a girl not too long ago
yeah,
that was like, yeah, like I love sex. Like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. We're having sex. Pa, 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 pa. Whole bunch of sex. Pa, 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 pa. You know what I mean? And then she's tapping out, and I'm like, so what's up? And like, oh, but like, you know what I mean? Like, men think about sex all the time, ladies, and it obviously as they grow older, they slow down, right? Because our body changes. But
Yeah, I understand
we think about sex
that.
all the time. Women, however, you guys don't want to have sex all the time.
Yeah, but I think men should be just like not in a relationship. If
If
you want
me
to
and you're
have
in a
sex.
relationship, right, Julia,
Mhm.
and I want sex all the time, and you're giving me reasons why you don't. Either you're in your period, you just don't feel like it.
But
'cause
then we should just break up.
what I'm saying is, this is women in general. Like, women just can't give us sex all the time. Like men want it all the time.
Yeah, but why not be with like one girl one day, next day other one, next day other one, other
We're
one,
speaking
other
about-
one,
Julia,
other
I
one.
understand where you're coming from, and I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's understandable that you would oppose it because you have an emotional attachment to the man that you're with.
Yeah.
So it's understandable that you don't want him to have casual sex.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that the reality is you can't force him to be monogamous.
Of course I can.
If he wants,
What?
if he wants to have sex with someone else, he's going to do it. Now, there are some men that are monogamous, and if you truly want to be a monogamous man, you need to be patient in finding him and be prepared to not necessarily have the lifestyle that you want, because most
Yeah.
monogamous men are not going to make the type of money that you would prefer.
They're usually the
Yeah,
broke.
but then
Even the
I'm just
Bible,
gonna be
even the Bible
patient.
says, it talks about this, that monogamy is
I
a form
have
of
time.
sacrifice. So if you want a monogamous man that's completely monogamous to you, you got to be prepared to give up something to be with that man.
Of course I
Otherwise,
would.
you have to accept the reality that you can't force a high value man to be monogamous.
Exactly. But nobody can force me to be with them if they want to cheat me.
Oh,
So it's
It's gonna
True,
be sad,
that's
though.
true.
what did you
I
say,
I
Basil?
just want you to
you'll be sad
understand
'cause you
that
won't have a family.
free will is, if you want free will, then you have to accept that he's going to have free will too. And if he wants to have sex with another woman, he's going to do it whether he tells you ahead of time or not.
Correct.
So
Yeah,
you
but
just need to be aware of that.
this conversation is so shit for me because I have my own opinions about this. Like I don't
that's
understand
fine.
any shit
W-
about this. Like I don't think it's like in any way cheating. It's like it's 0%. Like nobody should cheat.
Cheating
anyone.
implies lying.
Yep.
Cheating
Yeah,
implies
but lying,
lying.
cheating, everything. Like I don't understand. That's not a relationship. Like you're not in a relationship if you are
It's
with
harder
many
to
people
build.
at the same time.
It's
Yes.
harder to build like a strong foundation based off of those things, like because then
Exactly.
in the back of your mind you're always going to be thinking like, okay, yeah, he's having casual sex. Even
Yeah.
if you do accept it, like in the back of your mind you're always going to have it like, okay, he's out here having casual sex with another girl and I'm here taking care of his kids and making everything ready at the house. Like I'm not saying you guys are wrong,
Yeah.
but I am saying in a woman's shoes, in a woman's perspective, it makes it harder to accept and understand, because you're sacrificing a lot already as it is, just standing by that person.
But
Okay.
it would
And
be
that's
said that he's
100%
sacrificing a
understandable.
lot
That is
too.
100% understandable. So let me ask you one quick question then.
Okay.
Since you don't like it when men exercise their options, are you therefore willing to say that to exercise that principle that you're sharing, that it will motivate you to be monogamous yourself, to live out that example that you would want him to live by? In other words, practicing what you preach.
Definitely.
Since you believe in monogamy, you're going to focus on yourself being monogamous and practice what you preach in hopes of convincing him long term to embrace monogamy himself,
Right.
thus being patient.
Right. That would take patience, and that would take something that would be just, if you're willing to take that risk, because that would be an investment of time. Because you can't be 100% for sure that that person is going to change just because of your moral compass. Everybody else's morals, it just depends on where they, their perspective from their eyes
Mhm.
and the way that they see the world. So the way that
Yes, because
yeah, go ahead.
yeah, because the reason why I asked that is because it's women have less struggle being monogamous because they don't think about sex the same way that men think about sex.
Correct.
Yeah.
So female monogamy is easier to achieve.
Our bodies
Okay.
are different.
So
Just off our bodies alone, like it's harder for us
No, yeah.
to not want to have sex. You know what I mean? Like we're built differently. And I would say this is like, women make sacrifices for jobs. You make sacrifices for a whole bunch of stuff, but for relationships, you guys are like, no, like I'm not making no sacrifices.
Yeah.
You go to work, you'll miss a concert, you'll miss someone's birthday, you might even
Shit.
miss a funeral, right? But like, they tell you when to have lunch, how much you're gonna get paid. Like, there's so many rules to it.
And you're more likely to listen to your boss than your man.
Yeah, but I think you don't understand like the feeling you
I don't
give to
understand why
someone
women
when
go
you
into
cheat,
relationships
because you
and think they
ever
can call the shots.
It
but have you ever
sucks.
been cheated on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and
Cheating
how did you
sucks
feel?
regardless.
I mean, of course, that's fucking horrible.
Yeah, but
It's-
that's fucking
but it's
horrible
dip-
for us,
no, hold
and
on,
you
but
want to
okay.
do it.
But I'm a-
Julia, I'm very glad you asked that
Thank
question.
you. Yeah, I was gonna go in
I'm
on
really
it.
glad you asked that question because I'll be very quick with this. If
Yes.
you feel bad about being cheated on, then that only proves that men feel even worse when they're cheated on because of the issue of paternity. Because
Yeah,
if he
of course.
cheats on you and gets someone pregnant, the paternity of that child is at least known. But
Yeah.
if you cheat and you get pregnant, you don't know who the father is for up to 9 months.
Correct.
So that's why I said earlier that female monogamy is easier because the consequences of a woman cheating is even higher than the consequences of a man cheating. Both forms of cheating have negative consequences, but the consequences of a woman cheating are at least double that of the consequences of a man cheating.
Correct. And for
So
those 9 months, I gotta worry about if that baby's mine. That's fucking crazy.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Shout out to you too, David. Go ahead.
So like I totally get that men, it's harder for them to be monogamous, but I do think like once you're married and you have kids, like
Speak into the mic, please.
for me personally, like if I'm marrying someone, it's not just that I'm also in love with them. It's also more like, is this gonna, like when I have my kid, it's who can truly provide, who I can co-parent with and work well in having a child. So it's like, if you're gonna have your casual fun, whatever, I don't know about it, but like you need to be involved in your kid's life.
I
You
agree.
need to at least
Yes.
be there for your fucking kids.
Okay, you're fighting for
Like,
points that we
Yeah.
agree
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
agree
that's
with
what I'm
that.
I agree
saying.
with
Like,
that, yeah.
it's like not because like
Yes.
a lot of people do like trapping someone and having a baby. That's having a baby for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
You have to want to have a kid because you want it and you're ready and this is a partner. This is like your business partner right here for your kid. Like this isn't just about your feelings anymore, because for the next 18 years or however long you want
For
to have
a
your
whole
kid,
lifetime.
for your whole life, it's not, you don't think about yourself anymore. It's not what you feel, it's what that kid feels. Like it's like you dump the man if you know he's gonna be a shitty father, but not if like
I wouldn't even have
why
to
not?
kid if I
Why
thought that
not
it
dump
was
the
a
guy
shitty
before
father.
you become a family?
Shit, why not
But you're
vet the
tying-
guy before you like fuck him?
you're tying the knot because you know, like, hey, like in my opinion, I've been with this man for a few years. He popped the question. I know for a fact he's stable, he's responsible, he wants to have kids, and I know he's ready. Is he gonna do shit that the kids aren't gonna find out about and like whatever? But like he's involved, he's at their games, he's at whatever.
Okay,
That's what really matters. Because
we agree with that. we agree
no,
with
but I'm
that.
shedding like a different perspective, so it's like that type.
My
of
thing
knot.
is, if you have that guy, are you still gonna be mad that he sleeps around every now and then?
It's not my business.
Okay, cool. I agree with you on that. Yo, shout out to you, David, man. You always cook every time you call in, man. We're gonna continue. We have a whole bunch of super chats too, and then we got
Shout
a
out to you,
video, man.
David.
Yo, David, you're always on point, man. Shout out to you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, have a good
Thank
night.
you, David.
All right, let's
Oh,
get
you're
to
welcome.
let's get to the super chats real quick. Go ahead.
Let's see. We got a couple. So Kish said, no degrees or vocab needed. Shout out to Amex Gold
He
Cards.
never fails. Dr. Kish never fails, man. See, when you're beautiful and young, you don't need to know all this stuff. Like, bro, dudes don't care. There's no guy that's gonna come to you and like, I want to be with you because you're the most intelligent woman in Miami.
Yeah.
Men don't give a fuck about that. Are you good looking? Are you young? Are you not gonna embarrass me?
Can you cook?
Can you know what I
Can
mean?
you
The
clean?
small
Are you
stuff.
nurturing?
The small stuff. So shout out to Dr. Kish, man. Any other ones?
Yeah, Teddy Bear said, multiply the body count numbers by 5 to be correct.
You know what? That applies to some women, Teddy Bear. So and change your name, bro. I can't call you Teddy Bear, homie. Any other ones?
Yeah, Orion said, do the girls prefer a white collar, high value man who has a university degree or a blue collar guy without a degree?
Ooh, good question. Which one? Which one?
White collar with a degree.
Okay, what about you?
White collar with a degree.
All right, what about you?
What?
White man.
All right, what about you?
Yeah.
White collar with a degree.
They all choose white
I
collar.
don't think a degree matters.
Okay. Shout out to you. And
Shout out
good
to you,
question,
Orion.
Orion. Any other ones?
That's it.
All right, cool. Let's get to the last video real quick.
Or second video.
Is it the second? Okay, let's get to the second video. Damn, I thought that was the second video. The one we watched last.
We got 4 videos.
Okay, cool. Get through them real quick. And ladies, pay attention. I'm gonna ask you a quick question after this. Go ahead.
Bro, like being a man is a dangerous role in life. There's just like, for instance, yeah, you can be outside with a girl who's good looking, right? You go to certain venues, and everybody knows London is quite dangerous these days, yeah. Bro, like you could go to certain venues and guys could be angry at you because you got a good looking girl and want to try you and potentially want to delete you, bruv. So I think that women just don't really think about that. But you lot are cognitive of the fact that when you're on your own and when you're out there in the world, it's dangerous and stuff like that. But when you've actually got a man there that you can rely on, that is there for you, that you can, he's going to be your 999, bro, like, I think women need to understand that and respect that and show more respect to their men for the fact that usually a man will be more willing to risk his life for his woman.
100%. Shout out to him. Ladies, do you think that it's harder to be a man or a woman?
Definitely harder to be a man.
All right, what about you?
Man.
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 A man.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, shit.
Damn. Okay,
A little
cool.
educated panel.
So with that being said, why do you feel like women don't appreciate men? Because shit, I've dated girls that, I've treated good. I've put them on the right side of the sidewalk. I make sure they don't walk on the outside. I pay for everything. And, I'll fight for them if I have to. I protect. And it's like, so what, bro? That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, true. That's what I'm supposed to do. But a lot of dudes out here ain't doing that. I've seen a lot of situations where guys come up to a girl, disrespect the girl, might even grab an ass cheek, and the boyfriend stands there like, I'm not gonna fight for you. You know what I mean?
See.
All right. So why do you think that men aren't being admired or respected the way they should?
That they aren't because of the fact that modern day feminists have given women the idea that they don't need a man. So if you have the mentality that you don't need a man, you will not respect a man.
Okay. What about you?
I agree exactly with what she said.
All right. What about you, Julia?
I don't know, because I always respect men like so much.
Okay.
So I don't see a reason why they shouldn't be respected.
Okay. But you don't respect blue collar workers, trash
I
men.
respect
Yeah.
them,
You
but
don't-
I
you
just
don't
don't want
respect
to
that
date
nigga.
them.
Okay,
I'm not
you just
saying
don't.
I don't
Okay, so it's
respect
just a
them.
preface. What
Yeah.
about you?
Oh my god, what's my train of thought? I mean, oh my god, can you repeat the question?
Why
I'm so
do you
sorry.
think that men aren't being valued and respected, even though we're willing to die for women, protect women, provide for them?
Okay, I feel like that just goes back to like the toxic femininity. So it's just certain people with their certain beliefs
Yeah.
because I've always believed treat people how you want to be treated.
Okay.
So like if I'm being respected, obviously I'm gonna respect you.
So you're all about respect.
Yeah.
Do you think you're respecting the show right now? By like constantly like being distracted and losing your train of thought?
I just like blanked out for a second.
Okay. But you understand that there's like what 4, 5, 6, 7 people on the table. And we're all talking together, right? We're responding and this is the second time now. So it's like, please pay attention. Okay. What about you? Why do you think that men aren't being respected?
I think men aren't being respected because a lot of women have had bad experiences. And this is a generalization. Well, a lot of women have been harassed by these men, but I think that I give respect where it's given to me back.
Okay.
So if I'm respected, I'll respect you the same.
So you're saying it's the trauma?
I'm saying it's the trauma. And on top of that, that women are scared to go out in the street alone.
I'm going to say it's entitlement. Society and Disney Channel and Disney in general and just in general, man, I feel like women are entitled and you feel like you just deserve it. I think women just feel like they deserve it. You deserve a guy to pay for you. You deserve for him to pay for dinner. You deserve for him to buy you everything. You deserve to get into the club for free. You deserve. In reality, you don't. You get that, especially for like pretty young women, but like in reality, you don't. You should be working hard for that stuff. But men come up and we pick up the slack and we pay for your stuff. Like in this building alone, this is one of the like most expensive buildings in Miami. And there's so many beautiful women that live here that probably are getting all their shit paid for by guys. Like it's ridiculous. And so it's kind of sad too. You know what I mean? That men have to do that, but it is what it is.
It's his life, and we have to realize, our value is, money and status, and that's how it plays out. But for women, they're like, "Oh, I'm beautiful, I'm young. Should I go to this club if I want?" And they swear that men can do it. Every time girls come on the podcast and like, "Yo, you get in that club for free? The fuck we can?"
Yeah. And also another thing is like it's harder to be a man because like contrary to popular belief, men are have a greater risk of like being victims of crimes. Like for instance, you guys remember when like all this police stuff was going on and all the people that were getting killed, the colored people, and it was all men. I don't remember one black woman that was being killed or any Latina. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was all men. Like men are dying in war overwhelmingly more than women. Men are being robbed and stabbed and getting put into prison.
Mhm.
Like it's overwhelmingly men. So that's just something for you guys to, food for thought right there. Any super chats real quick?
Yeah, we got one more. Dr. Kish says, ladies, it's uncomfortable to admit your body count, but you can always ask your potential guy how much money he makes.
That is a very good point. When I'm dating a girl and I'm courting her and I'm getting ready to, like, if I'm taking her seriously, I'll ask, what's your body count? And it's always a little bit like, if it's high, they hesitate a little bit. And sometimes they'll be honest. But
sometimes.
Yes. And sometimes they'll be honest, and I can only hope that they're being honest, right? But I can typically tell. But women, however, you guys have no shame in asking a guy how much he makes. As a matter of fact, that's one of the first questions that comes up when you meet a guy. Oh,
No, I have never asked.
so hold on. But it may not be how much you make, but it's, hey, how are you? So what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's indirectly. You're not gonna know. I've never seen a girl be like,
What do
"Oh,
you-
how much money you make?"
But
you
I-
be like, "What you do for a
and the
living?"
classic one, so what do you dedicate yourself to?
But I
Right.
mean, men have asked me the same question before. They've asked me like
A
about
guy has
body
asked you how
count.
much you make?
No, not about how much I make, but what do I dedicate myself to? What am I working toward? Like,
Yeah, but typically
He
that
doesn't-
guy's
It's not for the same reason.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not that he's saying
he
that
might
just
just be
so like the
making
conversation.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
not. Most guys aren't gonna ask you that and be like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna live off this one right here." Like, no, bro, because like we know your money's your money, my money's our money. Does that make sense?
It's just the attention. He knows you like the attention, so he's
Yes.
gonna ask you.
Okay, cool. Shout out to Dr. Kish, man, bringing the fire today. Any other ones?
Yeah, we got one from Horton. Shout out to you, Horton. He said, are these female artists, all genres nowadays, singers and rappers, good role models for the kids of the future? If so, name one each.
Okay, yeah, that's actually a really good question. You know what? We'll start off with you. Name one.
No, I don't think there is.
You don't think one? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there's any.
All right. What about you?
No, me either.
What
I
about
don't
you?
think-
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. So why do you think they're listened to and literally like
Consume
Because
that
the
shit.
music is good.
because the
Other
music's
than-
good?
yeah.
It's garbage.
I think
I even
that-
tell my boys sometimes when they play this ghetto shit, like, bro, that shit, I'm losing brain cells. I've literally told my friend, I've literally told my boys that. I'm like, yo, I'm losing brain cells. Like especially the mumble shit they listen to. I'm like, yo, I'm losing brain cells.
Was the Asian music better before this?
The Asian music they were playing before the show.
Yeah. Was it
No,
better than
I don't know.
That wasn't.
I
that
honestly
was
think
that was
that
kinda-
it's also an age thing. I don't think that there should be young children or young girls listening to Cardi B or listening to Nicki Minaj or listening to these high, female rap artists just because they're overly sexualizing every single thing that they say in these songs.
So why do you think society is pushing that?
That's on purpose.
It's just an agenda to try to move things forward to kind of get away from oppression and kind of boost the feminist agenda that they've been trying to push this entire time.
I think it also has to do with social media. Like,
Yes.
obviously, it's
TikTok.
bad to say, yeah, like all these songs are on TikToks, and these
And
I
little
see
kids,
little kids on
yeah.
iPads scrolling through TikTok
Yeah.
instead of playing outside how it used to be.
Yeah.
So obviously,
and
they
then
grow
like
up
learning the
listening to this.
dances and like doing all of that.
They
but
grow
then
up listening to it with that idea in their head, so they know no different. And these parents don't care to teach them anything different.
But
They're-
that's on the parents.
They're dumbing us down for a reason,
On
guys.
purpose.
And anyone that speaks out gets deleted or taken care of, literally. And you guys,
Shit,
you guys,
at?
yeah, you guys can tell me probably everything about the Kardashians, but I guarantee you guys can't tell me like who invented like the car that runs off water. You know what I mean? Like I guarantee you guys can't name that because like someone actually
It's a
invented
guy
that.
that he did it in his backyard,
Yes.
and he did the newspaper,
And he
got-
magically passed away
Mhm.
right afterwards.
or the guy who
The-
talked
yeah.
about the cure
Yes.
For
medical-
cancer.
Yup, yup.
and he disappeared and
Yeah, he
no
was in
trace.
jail.
And he was
Listen,
killed.
have a
all
show
these
with
guys,
Nick Cannon,
all
you
these
know?
men, not women, all these men that are doing big stuff out here, stuff that actually helps us, they're somehow magically all just
Deleted.
deleted.
But that's coming from
Right.
Big Pharma too.
But it's just a point I'm trying
Yeah,
to make.
yeah.
Okay,
I get you.
I'm not gonna accuse anyone, especially on YouTube. I'm just saying. All right, let's pay attention.
I love my
Any
life.
super chats?
Captain has one. He said, "This is God. I'm ashamed of you, ladies. I created women for a man so that he would have a companion with a similar yet very different nature."
Yeah, shout out to Captain, man. I get exactly what you're saying, homie, but I don't think the women will. Moving on. Go ahead.
That's it for supers.
Okay, cool. Let's get to the next video, man. Shout out to the chat, man. You guys have been lit all night, man. We love you guys. Appreciate you.
And it's a Friday too.
I know. Shout out to the chat, man. Go ahead.
Actually, I think. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Why would you put yourself in that situation? Like, I just think if you truly respect the guy you're with, like, you wouldn't want to do anything that would make him look bad. And it makes a guy like as a woman, you want to make your man look good. Like that's your job. And so when you're dressing like a hoe, going out with your hoe friends to the club where they're all hooking up with guys, and then you're saying, oh, they're all doing it, but not me. I promise I won't flirt with anyone, but I'm going to the one place where we're bound to get hit on. It's like you look bad as a girl and you make him look bad. So
All right, ladies. This is a good video, and I want your thoughts on that real quick. Go ahead.
I agree with what she's saying. If you guys are in a relationship, you shouldn't, like, a woman is a representation of her man. You shouldn't be going out and doing stuff that's gonna embarrass him, because when you're out there like hoeing around and doing all these things, it's like, damn, yo, you know that's dude's girl. Like, she's out here doing all this stuff.
Is your mic good? I mean, is your headset good?
No,
No.
it's
All right.
turned
Alwar,
off.
can you come pick it up real quick? Do you think that women know what it is to represent her man well? And if so, can you give me an example of how you would represent your man well? Go ahead.
I think that representing your man well is just making him not look stupid, even if you do go out. Meaning that what you go out and you do, it's always gonna get back. The truth always comes out. So you could lie. You could say, I wasn't flirting. I wasn't doing anything. If something really happened, that truth comes out. So if you really did embarrass your man, that comes out.
Give me an example of how of something that you could do to not embarrass your man.
Something that you could do
What?
to not.
Yo, who the fuck just whispered into the mic?
No, it was a video.
Okay.
Something that you could do to not embarrass your man would honestly be to respect what he likes and what he doesn't like for you to do. And
Okay.
to take his feelings into consideration, even if you are upset in the moment.
All right, you talk a little bit too much. Give me. Do you know what it's like to represent your man well? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, give me an example.
Just like, it's really hard because I am a bartender, so I do work in the nightlife.
Okay.
But if you mean like going out and just like doing girls' night all the time, like no, you should be dedicating time to him and just like more focusing on yourself, I guess. Like I'm gonna go back into school for veterinary medicine, and I'm gonna work for bartending. And
Speak into the mic, please.
And veterinary medicine, and then going back to bartending. But it's not like I'm going out or meeting a bunch of guys or I'm posting a bunch of shit on social media.
Okay.
So you're basically saying work on your craft, stay at home, build your business, get better in that sense than going out and having a fun night for no reason.
I mean, yeah, it's like, I'm dedicating to myself and him instead of like, just doing careless shit that's
Shout out to
wasting
you.
time. And I'm making my own money as well. Because what happens if like we are together and push comes to shove, something happens bad to him, and like I need to help hold the fort down.
Okay, shout out to you.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you think that women know what it is to represent their man well? And can you give me one way that you could honor your boyfriend? Go ahead.
I think it depends like on the person, but like for example, I think women shouldn't have any guy friends like when in a relationship
Good one.
with somebody.
Wow, good one.
And not like
I thought you were gonna say something dumb. I'm not gonna lie, but that's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah.
And then for example, like in social media, like if you like all these like guys' pictures and everybody sees it, so I think it's like disrespectful for the guy.
Okay. What about you, real quick?
Everyone.
Do you think that most women know what it is to respect their man? Yes or no? And can you give me an example?
I think nowadays most women don't know how to respect women. But personally, me, I respect.
Are you in a relationship?
Yes, I am.
You're a bartender, right?
Yes.
How do you respect your man?
By when guys come up to me and they ask for my number, my social media, my Instagram, I don't give that out.
Don't you have to flirt with guys?
Yeah.
To make more money.
I flirt with them, and I'll be like, oh, hey, you want to come get a drink? Come get a drink. Let's go. Whatever. They talk it up with me, and I look good and I do it, but like I'm not putting out there. Like if you ask me right now and you said in my relationship, and me saying if I said I'm single,
yeah,
that's me putting out there I'm single. But knowing at home I go home and I go to him,
yeah,
that's me disrespecting him.
Okay.
So, but when I'm at work, I make it known I'm in a relationship. I can talk to you. We can do whatever. I'll give you free drinks, but that's my job to make me money and to make my bar money.
Okay.
So, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, can I get your number? I'm
So,
like, no.
Let me ask you a question. So isn't that job already disrespecting him? That's like you saying, oh, I'm a bottle girl. Yeah, I'm shaking my ass, going crazy. Isn't that still disrespecting him? It doesn't matter if it's your job.
Nah, I don't think if me being a bottle girl and me being a bartender, I don't think that's
disrespectful. But you have to flirt with the guy. You admitted you have to flirt with the guy.
I'm not flirting with him by saying you're so hot, you're so sexy. Oh my god, come
flirting
here.
Is flirting.
I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna be like, hey, you want to get a drink? Let's go get a drink. Like, go get bar. Come here, come to me. Like, I'll give you a drink. I'll give you a free shot. That's my way of flirting as a bartender. Because I want to entice him and get him in here so like that he can keep coming back and bringing more friends and keep bringing me money and bring my other bartenders money. But as for like bottle girls here in Miami, that shit is so normal. Everyone does that. I do that. My man is a bartender, so he does it. I don't care if he wants to go flirt with females and he tells females to come here. I know females are going to come up to him and talk to him all day. Yeah. But I know he comes home to me and he talks to me and he is
okay. So you allow him to fuck other girls. He's coming home to you. He's coming home to you.
If he wants to go fuck other girls, as long as he doesn't catch no shit, doesn't like whatever, doesn't get impregnated a girl, as long as he comes to me and I don't know about it, do you, boo?
All right, so we changed your mind. Yo, if he's watching this, we helped you, man. We helped you.
Yeah,
we changed
my
her.
thing is, and I'm glad that you're kind of coming around to that because it's like, all right, so what? You know what I mean? As long as he's safe about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. Like women take a big risk by allowing it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, there's no risk. There's a risk.
I find it disrespectful if a guy goes fuck another girl without a condom. Like, bro, if you're gonna step out, bro, you better put a condom on.
Yeah, just be smart about it. Yeah. But shout out to you. Wait, did you give me a way that you respect? Oh, you said you respect them by just like keeping it like professional. I guess.
Yeah, keeping it professional.
Okay.
Yeah. Making it known that like I'm in a relationship.
All right. What about you? Do you think that women I forgot the initial shit, bro. Do you think that women know how to respect their man or basically like represent him well? And if so, give me one example. Go ahead.
I don't think all women know how to do so.
Okay.
It's not a common thing. How to do so, you just don't embarrass him. Like,
yeah.
if you have a man, why are you posting half naked pics on your social medias? Why are you doing all these things?
Ladies, I'll give you a hint. It doesn't even have to be that. It doesn't have to be IG. It doesn't have to be you going out to the club. It doesn't have to be you being a stripper, you doing OnlyFans. It doesn't have to be you being a bartender. It could be something as subtle as when you meet a guy, or like let's say you go out with your boyfriend and you meet like another couple or something like that. Do you let the other guy come and kiss you on the cheek? Do you let the other guy hug you? Do you let other men close to you? Are you too friendly? Right? Do you let other men feel like they could have you, or they can at least give them the thought that maybe like because you're too friendly, because understand that you might be a friendly person by nature, but that guy might take it as something different.
Exactly.
Right?
If you're my girl, I don't want you going up to someone talking to them. Let them come up to you, try to talk to you, and at that same time, you should deny it.
We had a woman here the other day, actually yesterday, who sat right here, and she had a boyfriend, and she was very respectful. And as a matter of fact, like there were certain things that she was just like, you know what, I got a boyfriend, I can't answer that. Like just very respectful, you know what I mean? And it's cool. Like I understand modern women aren't like that, but that's how you. I always say, and we always say that the way that a woman who has a boyfriend carries herself lets us know if she respects and honors her boyfriend.
Yeah, and it tells me what type of guy he is.
You know how many girls have come in here with boyfriends, and they taking shots. They, you know what I mean? Not that there's necessarily that, but like afterwards, we had a girl that came in here. Her boyfriend called in. Her boyfriend called in. Talked to the dude that was on here. I'm not gonna say his name. We went out to eat afterwards,
and she drove that man.
But he was a celebrity, so hypergamy, right? But but I guess in general, what I'm saying is the way that women conduct themselves lets other men know, okay, cool, this is a high value girl, right? Like she's respectful, like she's not even entertaining me. Like I can't even talk to her, bro. You know, that's a high value woman right there. It's the small stuff. Any super chats, bro?
Yeah, Kish said, is your guy on your IG? If not, why not?
Ooh, good question. Yo, what's your IG?
Vashti.
Let's check it out real quick. Shout out to Dr. Kish, man. Let's go ahead and go straight to the IG and let's see. Is he on your IG? Yes or no?
No, he is not.
No? Okay, cool. How long you guys been together?
A year.
A year? Holy shit, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is there a reason why he's not on your IG?
So as you see, I do modeling and I post pictures and stuff like that.
Okay.
But one, he's also pretty private. He doesn't.
Okay.
He's pretty private himself, but yeah.
You make money off of this?
Yes.
Okay. Shout out to you. Listen, man, I can't hate, you know what I mean? But okay, cool. So, and I guess what you're saying is by posting him on your page, it would maybe cause less men to be
more on my page.
Yes.
So
less attracted.
I've
right?
had this conversation with him, and he's asked me like to be on my IG, and I've told him, I was like, respectfully, like this is like respectfully, like
red flag.
It's up to you. Like if you want me to post you, like all right, but like also like I gotta know if we're in this for the long run. Like I'll post you.
Yes.
You know, if we're in this for the long run, I'm not gonna post you just to post you because you're my boyfriend. Like we're 5 months. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, because then you can embarrass yourself.
I'm embarrassing myself.
Okay,
exactly.
no, I get that, ladies. But also it's because of the main thing is because this is also like this is her profile. This is, you know, what she makes money off of too. And it's like, there's a thing that is like when guys see that you have a guy, they're turned off. Most men. Now there's some guys that are desperate, they'll still pursue. But most men are like, you know what? It's not my time because the barriers that I have to go through to try to get to this girl, it's not worth it.
There's another girl I could get that's
100%.
Right
yeah. And you see this a lot with women that have like OnlyFans and stuff like that. They'll be married, happily married, but they won't ever let you know they got a husband, right? Because it takes away from the money that they would make. So shout out to you though. Who else is in a relationship here? No one. Everyone's single. Okay. Modern women. Shout out to the modern women. Okay, cool.
Shit happened.
Any other super chats, bro?
Yeah, Teddy Bear said, I can't change my name. Ted Bundy is already taken.
I'm just gonna call him TB, bro. Shout out to TV. Okay, we got one more video, correct?
Yep.
All right, let's get to that one more video, and I want to get the ladies' reaction on this. Shout out to the chat, man. The chat is strong tonight, man. You guys are on fire. Shout out to you guys.
I think that most men do want to protect and provide for a woman that they trust. They trust that this is a loyal woman. She's on my team. Like there's no shadow of a doubt. Because if there's no shadow of a doubt, bro, you will jump in front of the bullet. There's no second guessing. There's no second thought.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? But again, just like what you said, I think there's a lot of women out there that want their cake and eat it. Do you know what I'm saying? I want to be 50-50, but I want to be a princess, but I want to be a princess and I want 50-50. Bro, it don't go like that, bro. It doesn't, bro. There's no two captains of the ship. There's one captain on the ship, bro. Like, you can be the first mate, and yeah, I will listen to what you got to say, but the final decision of where we're going, and I'm holding the compass, is on me, innit? Because if this ship sinks, bro, it's on me, bro.
Yeah. Listen, real quick, shout out to him. And shout out to Miami, bro. Why is it around this time every single night? It's like
a fucking cop.
There's a fucking shooting.
Well, no, we're
Like-
next to the Heat Arena.
Yes, well, I know we're right next to the Heat Arena, but like yesterday, was it like Floyd Mayweather and
Jake
Paul?
Jake Paul, yeah, I
like they
saw
were
that.
fighting right here. Like, well, look, it's always something going on, bro, and it's so annoying because like all this stuff is very expensive, so it picks it up, right? And so it's like every single night, man, there's like some crazy shit going on out there. It's really annoying. But real quick, ladies, what do you think about that? Do you guys agree with that video? I mean, the guy's essentially saying that when men feel like we have that one girl, we're willing to die. Like we're willing to provide, we're willing to do whatever for you guys. Do you guys agree with that? Yes or no?
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. What about you? You agree with that?
Agreed.
All right. What about you? You
I
agree with
agree
that?
so much,
Okay. You agree with that?
Mhm.
Do you agree with that?
Agreed.
Okay. Now I want you to all tell me one way that you think that a man would know if he has a girl like that, like that one girl that is that one girl. How do you think that we know that?
I think that it's based off of connection is one thing because you could kind of it's corny, but I'm gonna try to get to the point as quick as I can because I know I mumble a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it's based off of the connection that you feel with that person and the intimacy that you could share with each other because that's the moment you see someone when they're most vulnerable and the things that they're able to share with you, you know, like their inner deepest thoughts that they wouldn't say out loud. Like that shows, okay, this person actually does feel this way for me. And like, that's the way
And
that I would see
I would
it.
say this too, is that that's why men don't like their women having sex with other men. Because that intimacy is there. Now, I can have sex with a woman and it's not intimate for me. That woman is more likely to catch feelings for me than I am to catch feelings for her. It was just an act for me. For her, she's like, damn, I really like that guy. Like, I like the way he smells. I like the way he did this one thing to me. Like, it starts to like become something else. For me, it's just that. It was just sex. It was like, all right, cool. That was fun. I don't even think about it no more. I might want it again, but like, it's cool. Like, I'll only go to like the well maybe like 2-3 times before I get tired. You know what I mean? Like, I want something else. But that's one of the things. What about you? What do you think about that?
I have like an example. Like I was living with this guy and he paid everything. Like he
Okay.
ordered out for the food and night. But when he was gone and I'm at home, like I was still working my own job. But when he was gone and I'm like at home, sometimes I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna make the bed or I'm gonna clean. I'm gonna do stuff that he hasn't done. Like one time I did the laundry, he was like, "Thank you." The laundry was haunting me, and I was like, "Well, I'm not doing anything. I might as well."
That's
like
that
you know,
wifey shit.
it's like it's like a
Shout out to you.
50-50 type of way where it's like I appreciate what he's doing for me. Like it's like you're bringing things to the table, but I'm holding down the fort for you in a way.
Yeah.
So
Yo.
balanced.
Okay.
I don't want to
yin-yang.
50-50.
Yo, shout out to the fucking fireworks, bro.
Right?
Right?
What the
Like,
fuck?
When you first started, I was like,
Are
oh
you
my
are you
goodness.
looking at them?
I've been staring at them.
Bro,
the
they're
entire
all right.
time.
Just so you guys know, I think the Heat won tonight. I think what happens is every time the Miami Heat win, I think bro, people, the viewers don't know this, but the Miami Heat is right. Like we're all the way up high, but like the Heat arena is all the way down there, so you see the fireworks right, literally outside our window. So quick. All right, cool. So how do you think that men know when we have like that one woman? How do you think that men know?
Start with over here with her.
Okay, you know what? We'll start off with you. Go ahead.
Just the things that woman does for the man that he won't get anywhere else. Like I was saying earlier, sex is really different for men and women. So if all you're providing for is your body, he can get that somewhere else.
Okay, shout out to you. All right, now what about you?
I would say when he's at peace and when the woman makes him feel at peace, when he doesn't have to worry about anything, when he feels able to open up to you and be vulnerable around you and he feels comfortable around you. And yeah, those are like, I feel like the main key points that I think a man will feel like he has a one when.
All right, cool. What about you?
I think they're gonna eventually see it, but like I think for guys, like it's not like if you tell them that you're a good girl and you don't do like this and that, so they are not gonna believe you. Like they need to see it themselves to be like realize that it's actually the truth.
Okay. Shout out to the ladies. Those were actually pretty good answers.
No, it was. How do you feel about that?
Listen, man. I can't speak for all men because all men are different. But I think the way that men know, if like we have someone special, we just know, man. Like
Yeah.
I never understood when women are like, oh, I've been dating this guy for 1 year and I don't know. Listen, men know, bro. We know when we meet you. We know,
It's
like,
literally the first day,
bro,
like,
we
bro, a
feel
couple
that
hours
shit.
in, bro.
We feel
I
it.
know
And then the only thing that can turn us off to that is if like you're a hoe.
Yeah.
Or if you're masculine, you know, you got a mouth on you, you don't listen.
Disrespectful,
Yes.
embarrassing.
But other than that, I'm telling you, men typically know, bro. Like we can look at a girl and be like, I want that chick right there. Now, the only thing that could turn me off is her personality. Does she have morals? Does she respect herself? But typically, guys know. So when women are dating for 6 months to a year and they're like, oh, my boyfriend still, he doesn't know if I'm the bro. Okay, well, you just ain't the one. You're just fun right now.
Yo, and if she checks all those boxes, guys, still vet her. Do not just like throw yourself at her,
Yes,
bro.
I would agree with
Do
that,
not
bro.
do that
We
shit
make
because
some
I
really
promise
dumb
you it won't work
decisions.
out.
Yeah. Shout out to the chat, man. We love you guys so much. Any other super chats real quick?
We got one from Little. He said, "Do you prefer this to Teddy Bear Bundy?"
Yo,
Little,
what the hell?
Yo, he's on some shit tonight.
Yo,
Oh man,
he
oh
chose violence.
man.
Any other ones, man?
That's it.
All right, cool. Let's do some regular member chats real quick, man. We love the members. Shout out to you guys.
All right, cool. Member chats. Horton asked, ladies, would you settle down with a single dad making 100K or no kids 50K?
Ooh, good question.
No kids,
What
50.
What about you?
No kids, 50.
No kids?
No kids 50.
What about you?
No kids, 50.
What about you?
I think I'm fine if he has a kid.
Really? Okay, shout out to you.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think I'd be fine with the kid.
Okay. All right. Shout out to you, ladies.
So baby mama drama, you're
Yeah,
good with
that's
that?
what I was like, baby
I
mama drama.
mean,
No.
if it's baby mama drama, that's not a part of the question.
I mean,
If it's like a healthy relationship that you can maintain, like
my
your relationship with the mother, and it's healthy between you guys, and it's okay for me to be in the picture.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
co-parenting. Like that's
Okay.
different.
Exactly. And
I
if you
mean,
could
but why is it
co-parent
that?
healthily-
I mean, I don't know why he said that because I hate like going to the extreme. But yeah, I think most single dads are good ones. They know how to handle that situation. I think all men should know how to handle those type of situations. All right. Any other member chats? Go ahead.
Yeah, your Meshi said, question for the ladies. Do you think it's smart for a woman to cheat back when you find out your boyfriend cheated?
Yo, good
No, it's
question.
No, it's
Smart.
not.
No?
No.
No?
revenge.
Yeah, no.
No.
Okay,
You're just embarrassing
okay. So with
yourself.
that,
Yeah,
yo,
exactly.
you all right.
Dumb.
I appreciate that, but like I want
Sorry.
everyone to talk and you love to talk. So why is it that almost all women do it to get it to get back at the guy? Go ahead.
I was gonna say get that lick back, but no.
Get that lick back?
but,
Boyfriend. What's your boyfriend's name?
Brian.
Brian.
Yeah, shout out to
Bro,
Brian.
we're helping you out here, homie. We're helping you
Red
out.
flag.
Okay. All right. So they do it to get back, right?
No, but yeah, I would say, well, yeah, like one, you just look stupid. Don't do it. You're embarrassing yourself. Like you're at that point, just leave him. You saw what he did. All right, you got your answer. He's not, he's being disrespectful to you. So
Yeah.
you got your answer already. Leave him and diss him. But for women that want to cheat back, they're just trying to do it for revenge and
Right.
get that lick back because they're like, oh, you did it. I can do it too. Watch
Yeah.
me.
But you don't even like doing it after you do it. You're like, oh, why the
Exactly.
fuck I do that?
Yeah.
You just
It's not only is it regret, but it's devaluing yourself.
Exactly.
Right.
Now you're just adding another body on your, on your toll.
Yeah. All right. What about you? Why do you think that women do it back?
I think it's out of like anger. Obviously, she's gonna want him to feel some. She thinks that it's gonna make him feel angry, that it's gonna make him like rethink what he did. But in reality, that man's just gonna be like, okay, you just went and slept around just because of that. He's not gonna respect you. He's gonna see you like
More disgusting.
everyone can have you.
And he's
Yeah.
gonna think he made the right choice in the
Yep.
first place.
Yeah.
Listen, ladies, the one thing that men cannot fucking get over is when he sees you pay attention to another man or fucking entertain another man, do anything with another man. Like, if that guy really loves you, now, if he doesn't love you, he's not going to give a fuck. You're just fun time. Literally, you're just fun time until the real one comes. But if he loves you, he's going to be disgusted by you, right? And a lot of women lose good men by doing stupid shit like this. Cool. You want to lose a good man? Go ahead, bro. Don't complain when you get another fucking drug addict or some stupid motherfucker that's going to come around and can't even support you. You know what I mean? It is what it is. There's not that many good guys out here. Okay, cool. What did he say? Oh, okay. So why do women do it back? Go ahead.
I think out of anger and out of thinking that they're gonna get their dick back, but really you're embarrassing yourself and you're making yourself look like a whore in front of not only the man that you were with, but in front of all of his friends.
Correct. Wow. Shout out to you for being honest. What about you?
I feel like that's just like an immature thing to do. Like it's just like like you're full of anger and stuff because like if it's so bad, you look like a hypocrite doing it back.
Agreed. Wow. Shout out to you. I'm very surprised by your answers. What about you?
I think at the beginning it's only like you're so angry so you want to do it, but at the long term, like the biggest revenge is gonna be for him that you don't do anything.
Yeah,
like
I would
bad for
agree
your
with that,
body.
ladies.
Damn, we got some really
Yes,
good
very
ladies
smart,
on.
intelligent panel. If you guys move on and just like better yourselves, it's a bigger revenge than fucking. Because it's like now that dude just lost all respect for you. It doesn't even matter.
Exactly.
So
you can really hurt that nigga even more if
for
you
sure.
But
got
at
more
first it
respectful.
feels so right to like do it to him,
Oh.
but then when you like sleep one night and
Yeah.
think about it, so no.
At the end of the day, it's a longer regret than it is like
Exactly.
anything else. Like you're gonna wake up and you're gonna feel like shit in the morning.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a saying.
What gives you instant satisfaction will give you headaches.
Yeah, I like to say, fast money equals slow problems. Okay. So shout out to the chat, man. You guys have been amazing. Any other ones? Go ahead.
We have a super from Vicky. Vicky said, "It's very true. Men know when they found the girl. My husband and I met, and within a week we were living together. And I've been married for 13 years with 9 kids."
Congratulations.
Shout out to Vicky and shout out to another woman watching a podcast, bro. Holy shit.
Congratulations.
Yo, Vicky, shout out to you, man. Make sure you put another woman into the podcast. We would love to have more female viewers. We tend to have more men viewers, obviously, but it's always refreshing to see women with open minds who actually understand the male's perspective. Because a lot of women that come here, they don't even think about the male's perspective. And I think that if you guys took time to understand how guys thought, the way we look at situations like you going out to the club, you going out, like all that shit disgusts us. You know what I mean? Like, by all means, if you don't care about a guy, go ahead and do you. But don't lose a good guy over something stupid. So shout out to you, Vicky, man. And good luck to you and your family. Any other ones?
Yeah, we got $50 from Lux Miami. Shout out to Lux
Holy
Miami.
shit. Shout out to Lux
Yo,
Miami.
shout out to y'all boys. Yes, sir.
Much love to Lux Miami, man. We
Much love,
appreciate you
brother.
guys.
Lux Miami said, "Do y'all believe that Miami girls live in a bubble? Do you guys believe that females can't see guys at peace? Why do women argue just to argue?" 3 questions.
Okay. Let's do the
Give
first one real quick.
first.
Yeah. Do we believe that women live in a bubble?
Miami girls
Yes.
live in a
So here's the
bubble.
thing. I just moved down here from Maryland. I lived in like the Baltimore, Maryland area, but I was born in Washington, D.C. And the women over there are a lot more conservative and traditional, even though there are a lot of hoes out there.
Boss babes.
Because the thing is that like social media is everywhere. It's not just in Miami. So it's slowly like spreading.
Yeah.
But bro,
In Miami, they don't give a fuck.
Bro.
Like if you're a hoe, you're a hoe. And
Listen.
just go, you're proud about it.
Okay, so the average chick in Miami, you take her to Baltimore, Maryland, she's like a baddie over there.
Facts.
Right? But there's so many baddies in Miami that like you're average. But
Yeah.
you guys, even the ugly ones, you've seen the fat chicks that come in here, they think they're 8s. The fat ones, right? They live
300
in
pounds.
they live in a bubble, and society tells you like body empowerment, blah 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 blah. Like, listen, ladies, you're not all that. Okay, there's a reason why. What one girl here is in a relationship. I do think women live in a bubble here in Miami, and it's unfortunate because if you guys were to go to like fucking North Dakota, like you guys would be, bro,
Yo,
it'd be crazy. It'd be a fucking culture shock for you guys. What about you? What do you
I
think?
agree with the same thing, bro. In Miami, they can hop on yachts just by looking pretty. I've seen ugly fat girls hop on yachts before, and that shit blows my mind. Yo, bro, you go to Atlanta.
Fat whales. They're literally being transferred back into the ocean, bro.
Facts,
Like, fat
bro.
chicks.
If you go to Atlanta looking like that, bro, they're gonna clown you.
Yes.
Like it's raps.
Good luck to fat chicks in Baltimore. You're not getting no special privilege, bro. You're going to the club, you're getting denied.
It's like a fucking culture shock for them.
For sure. Yeah. What was the second question?
Do you guys believe that females can't see guys at peace?
You know what? That one's tough for me because I think the right woman will cause a guy to have peace.
Yes.
The right woman will. Most women won't though, because most women are toxic themselves. But the right woman, yes, the right woman will give you peace, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like an echo chamber, but yeah, the same thing. But most women out here, it doesn't matter how submissive, feminine they are, bro. Like they're gonna do some shit and it's gonna fuck with you.
What about you, Anwar? What do you think?
Nah, you always see all the time. Like, I mean, I don't play video games, but for example, like girls will complain when a guy's out doing, or not out, but like just chilling, playing video games.
Yeah,
they don't like seeing a guy just like at peace. They want him to like always give the girl attention.
I agree with that.
I feel like girls just do toxic shit on purpose sometimes.
Yeah, listen, the guy can be at home playing video games. He could be out there, you know, clubbing, drinking, smoking, being with other chicks, but girls will still complain that he's at home playing Xbox with his boys.
I think it's so nice when they play.
Oh, okay. Shout out to you.
What's the third question?
The third one is, why do women argue just to argue?
They like drama.
Yeah,
I mean, look at it, bro. They're watching serial killer movies.
Yes.
What's that shit on Netflix? That news show, Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, love that shit, bro.
Women love anything with like drama, suspense. They love that, bro. They love that shit. This is why, like, any drama shows, women are watching that shit. Anything drama, like soap operas, women are watching that shit. It's just
give me that.
It's entertaining.
They're attracted to that shit, bro. They're like moths to a flame, bro.
Yo, and maybe that's why they're so fucked up, bro.
But yeah, it's like the delusion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think the reason why women argue just to argue, bro, I've seen women argue because they're turned on by that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like women are turned on by guys that argue sometimes, and just in general, like women like to be cared for. So a lot of times they'll just argue, just like, oh, my friend got flowers, but you never give me flowers. Like it's just a crazy dumb argument. You know what I mean? It's like,
they'll argue just for attention.
Yeah, for attention too. Shout out to you for saying that. Shout out to you, Lux Miami. What do you think about that, Anwar?
Yeah, I think it's like a shit test almost to see if you can hold your own, because that's their that's their weapon, is their voice.
That's a good point, man. Holy shit, that is a really good point. I think women will test men in the beginning of relationships to see what type of man they are and to see how much they can get away with. I think the best thing a man can do is put his foot down early in the relationship to let the girl know, nah, bro, I ain't cool with that. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing that happens, that when you set a standard, women will hold you to that standard. This is why a lot of women come on the show and they're like, oh, well, you know, my boyfriend started making money and then he cheated on me. And I'm like, but why are you mad? Well, because when we met, like, he wasn't doing that. And I'm like, okay, cool. So he set a standard, and then later on he changed that standard.
And that's why we tell men, you have to be honest, just straight off front, bro. If you're gonna fuck other women, tell them you're gonna fuck other women. Because if you don't, it's the consent shit, what is it, consensual, that you're not gonna fuck other women, and then you get high value, and then you go fuck other women. It's like, bro, come on.
Yeah, and my thing is, like, that guy always wanted to have sex with other women.
He just couldn't
at the time
because he knows you wouldn't be with him.
But when he becomes a millionaire, right, it's like, all right, cool, go ahead and leave. You're lost. You know what I mean? Shout out to chat, man. We love you guys. Shout out to Lux Miami, man. If you guys need any fucking rentals, man, Lux Miami has that shit for you guys, man. Whether it be cars, what else you guys got?
We got cars, yachts, villas, private jets. If you have any luxury concierge, hit us up, bro. Basil Artists on Instagram.
Restaurants, yeah, bro. They have it all, bro. Shout out to them, bro. They're killing it out here.
If you want to go to Kiki, hit me up.
Yeah, man. Actually, you know what, bro? We might I think, can we do something for like all the beautiful ladies that come to the podcast?
Shit, let's do it.
Yeah, man.
You want to do like a party or something?
Yeah, shout out to Lux Miami, man.
Kiki.
We might do like a yacht for you guys. Hopefully, if they're down with it. Shout out to you guys.
No delusional women though. I'm not bringing those.
All right, cool. Any other ones, bro?
Yeah, Captain said, girls kiss their guys with their eyes closed because they can't stand to see their man have a good time.
Shout out to Captain, man. We appreciate that. Any other ones?
That's it.
All right, cool. Ladies,
so
Basil loves to play a game at the end of the show. Okay. It's called, what is it called?
Fuck, marry, kill.
Fuck, marry, and kill. Okay. So there's 3 guys on the panel, him, myself, and the producer. You have to pick one to fuck, one to marry, one to kill.
And you have to play the game.
Yes. So no weird shit.
No kill, kill,
we'll start
kill.
off with you, since you always have something about this game. What's up? So pick one to fuck, one to marry, and one to kill.
marry, fuck, kill.
Okay. All right, cool. What about you? Go ahead.
I'll marry the quiet one.
Okay.
I'll kill you and I'll fuck you, I guess.
Okay. All right, cool. So what about you? Go ahead.
I mean, I really don't think I should say who I would fuck and who I would marry.
Just for the game. Just for the game. Just play it.
You know what? Because she has a boyfriend, bro.
Come on, bro. I'm trying to test her. You're fucking it up, bro.
No, it's so
this was a test. We're trying to find out.
No, she's been a good girl all show, bro. Like,
like let her go home and be happy with her man.
Shout out to her, man. You better subscribe, homie.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. What about you, guy?
Mary.
Wait, can speak in the
You
mic,
gotta speak
please?
into the mic, yeah.
Mary. Fuck.
Okay.
Kill.
Kill. And yo, you know what I can't stop forgetting? Someone yesterday was like, "Yo, is that your body count on your chest?"
Yo, that shit
That
had me
wasn't
crying.
yesterday. That was
That
the
was
day
t-
before.
2
which
days
was
ago?
Mad disrespectful, but obviously it's the year I was born.
Wait,
I
that
know.
was yesterday. You were
That
here
was
yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yo,
was?
your
Yeah,
day
that was
yesterday.
fucked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday, yeah.
But
that
you
was
gotta
dumb
understand
and
that was funny as hell, though.
It was funny, but like,
Like-
get a couple brain cells.
okay, no,
like,
no.
seriously, the
But
girl
what-
next to me had more body counts than I did, and everybody said that it was less. Like,
Who was the girl next to you?
I'm not gonna say names.
I don't remember. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
Oh, this remember she said her body count was pretty high,
Colombian.
but everyone guessed that it was the lowest on
Oh,
the table.
okay.
Everybody
gotcha.
guessed it was the lowest.
Okay, well, when he said body count, he could have meant like kills.
What I'm nah. What
I
I'm
don't
saying?
have 2,000 kills in body counts,
Okay,
but
what I'm-
2,000 is when I opened my eyes and I was here.
All right, what I'm saying though is like that was a real funny joke, man. Shout out to you, whoever made that joke.
It was funny.
Okay.
I'll give him that.
What about you, guy?
Mary, fuck, kill.
Mary, fuck, and Kyo. I said it for her because she's very low monotone over here. All right, any other super chats? Go ahead.
Nope, that's it.
All right, man. Listen, chat. You guys were fucking amazing, bro. Phenomenal. Real quick, I want to get the ladies' thoughts on the show. We'll start off with you over here reading the chat. What were your thoughts on the show?
I thought it was really good. I liked the conversation. I liked also the women that were here on the panel as well. I'm glad there was no very argumentative and very I think this. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Also I liked that you two weren't very disrespectful to our opinions or what we said. That's also I liked that a lot. 'Cause some guys, and I've seen podcasts and I was on a podcast and it was pretty rude. I'm not gonna lie.
What podcast was it?
Fresh and Fit.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I've been to that one as well.
Fuck Fresh and Fit.
Boff.
Fuck fake and fraud is what we'll call them from now on. And yeah, I used to be really good friends with Myron, so I already know how that goes. Okay, cool. So you had a good experience.
No,
right?
I definitely have a good experience. I hope I can come back. I would like to come back. Bring the homegirl as well, have her join on. But yeah, no, I definitely had a very good experience. What we talked about and things we said are basing off like our thoughts and opinions. It was good. It was good feedback. I enjoyed it.
Cool.
Right,
Shout out to you. All right, what about you? Thoughts on the show?
The show was great as always. It's great hearing people talk without arguing.
Shout out to you. That's very profound. All right, cool. What about you, Julia? Thoughts on the show?
So much fun as always, but I still don't agree with the cheating stuff. Most of the time.
She'll never agree.
It was so much fun.
Shout out to you though, but you are always a good sport. Shout out to you.
Thank you so
You're
much.
amazing. All right, what about you? Thoughts on the show?
I like it. I enjoy podcasts. Like I do like discussing other topics and looking at other perspectives and stuff. It's pretty fun.
Okay. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
I like that every woman on this panel was intelligent.
Yes.
That was something
Yes.
that made the panel like much easier to have an open conversation
Exactly.
for each of us to understand each other.
Yeah.
Like, so this is honestly probably one of the best experiences that I've had being on here. So
Yeah.
I appreciate being on here
Yeah.
today.
Exactly.
It really, and we don't pick who comes on the show by intelligence. Like we invite ladies on here. You know, we try to get new faces because the chat wants to see new faces and beautiful women and all that. But like some women are really nasty. Like they have nasty attitudes. You guys had a really great attitude. Shout out to you guys. And overall, I don't even really think we disagreed on too much.
No, not really. No.
Not, but like I love having women that disagree with me. I love that shit. It just don't, unfortunately everybody here agreed. Technically, actually, fortunately. Shout out to Chapman. The chat was fucking amazing. Any other super chats?
Yeah, we got one last one from Travis. He's an awesome show. Let's get the likes up.
Yeah, man. Thanks so much, Travis. And
Shout out to
Travis,
you, Travis.
yo, so much respect to Travis, bro. What you do, not too many men out here can do that, bro. So
That
shout
is
out
a
to
fact.
you. Much love and respect, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow for actually no, on Monday. Holy shit. Have a good night, man. Peace.
Nos vemos el lunes.